decent.
Hey everyone, and welcome to historic Gill Stadium for tonight's matchup between the Central Little Green and the Dover Green Wave. Lots of green field, green jerseys. We're ready to go. My name is Kyle Eve for Manchester Public Television. Glad to be with you on this Friday night football coming at you, and it is the 7th of October, 2022. Along with me in the booth again is Andrew Arnold. Andrew, this is going to be a great game. We saw Memorial last week win. We saw West a few weeks ago win, and now here we are trying to see Central get a win. What's it going to take for the Little Green to get the victory tonight?
Well, we saw Dover play Memorial. They ended up winning that game in overtime by a score of 27-21. But tonight is going to be a little tougher for the Little Green because, as we just saw, I didn't even know this until I just saw him, Liam Murphy's out tonight. He's in a walking boot. So it looks like it'll be Caden Salvi, the sophomore, in at quarterback all game tonight for the Little Green, which definitely makes things a lot harder for them to win tonight.
Certainly going to be unique for sure as the captains shake hands and they're out there for the coin toss. Looks like captains for Central include number 72, Jacob Wong. We had a chance to talk to his dad before the game. Great family right there, along with number 74 in Kari Whitehead and number 11, Ethan Holmes, the wide receiver. We're going to say he looks like Julian Edelman a few times in this game, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
And then looks like for captains for Dover, I see a number 7 out there. And, can't really see all the number jerseys.
See Jackson Carroll, number 5.
Matthew Proul as well. We're getting to say these names a number of times for sure, as they are very talented. They barely got squeaked by Memorial, like you said.
Just barely.
This is our second time we've been able to cover Central this season. Fortunately, a tough loss to Salem when they were up at halftime, 7-0. And now let's see what the coin toss brings us here, as it looks like Dover will receive the kickoff, so Central will receive it in the second half, and we are ready to get this game a-going. As nice sportsmanship right there. Dover excited, Central excited, and we're excited to be with you this evening for this great matchup.
Yeah, Dover's 3-1. They beat Winnicott and then beat Memorial, lost to the Red Raiders of Spalding, and then beat Portsmouth just by 7-0 last night. And this season, definitely been a tough one for Central. You know, they've lost by at least 20 in each of their games, which is a little tough, but, Friday night here at Gill Stadium, anything can happen.
Yeah, as we focus on Liam Murphy right there, you can see him in the boot, and unfortunate right there is he has been very skilled on both sides of the field, especially the defense is going to hurt with Murphy being out.
That walking boot usually means ankle.
But here's the national anthem. We'll be right back. Great job right there by the Central Band and Color Guard performing the national anthem. And we are almost ready to go. Referees out there.
Yep.
Andrew, I know you were able to get their names. Let's see here the rundown of these zebras.
Yeah, we've got the referee, John Reardon, the umpire, David Prue. Your head linesman is John Andrick, the line judge, Chris Davis, and the back judge is Bob Zucchero.
Now, joining us also this evening is the multi-talented Michael Gonzalez, who will be doing some color commentary for us as well, and this is his first time doing football, so we're excited to see what, Michael, what you got to be excited. As a former player for Central, it's good to see you up here in the booth.
This is great. I got to tell you, this is awesome, and thanks for having me. I remember when you're trying to get on the field, kickoff, kick return, those are the spots you make your bones at. So like, seeing these kids line up right now, they might not all be the #1 starters, but they can make a play and get in the coach's head,
Oh, yeah, it's a good point right there as the ball is put up on the tee. Looks like kicking for the Little Green is Oliver Jasquez, the junior, and we are ready to go. Going, the ball heading left to right, and Dover in their all-white jerseys will go right to left. Handled at about the 10-yard line, trying to go across field, makes 2 stiff arms, but finally the second stiff arm not strong enough and brought down by number 10, Trevor Wong.
As Brett Davis had nowhere to go. Just a great initial stop there by Central, no yards after. So it's a great stop to start for Central.
I mean, Michael, you must have played some fair share of special teams out there in your playing time.
I did. I liked it. I was on the end, and ready on your left, ready on your right. It's awesome. But yeah, that a lot can be said about that play right there because, pin him back in the 20, that's ideal.
What I love about the kickoffs is that the player runs probably 35 to 40 yards, but it really only gets like 4 yards a gain sometimes trying to run across the field. But here we go, 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. Little Green got them where they want, far into the Dover territory.
They're coming out spread right away, huh?
Definitely no one in the backfield in the shotgun formation. So
saw a lot of run game last time we saw Dover play, but empty backfield here. Looks like Auburn's going to air it out.
And we got someone in motion right there. Oh, now we got someone in the backfield. And it looks like, he decides to hold on to it, but he runs into a lot of green jerseys right there.
Classic option play. Didn't take the bait, though. Good job.
I was expecting that little pitch out there to Brett Davis.
So was I.
And it did not happen, so.
That was Leighton Sargent in on the tackle. That's how I saw 4 in there. But that was another pretty easy stop for Central. Read that one just like a book.
Yeah, the key is to read the D end, and the quarterback's going to play off that. So it's all on the D end on that at that point.
Back in the shotgun formation. Looks like Brett Davis back in the backfield again. And 2nd and 10. This time it's going to be handed off, and roughly a 2-yard gain on that.
I like Central's enthusiasm here.
Well, they're our first half team for sure. We've only seen them once. Yeah. I've seen them twice, actually. I did see them in the Concord game, and they were able to score a touchdown in the first quarter, or at least the first half, and they're only down 13-7 before the Crimson Tide really putting the gas pedal down in the second half.
They were up 7-0 against Salem last time we were here, too, and they just lost it after the first half.
Well, here we go. 3rd and 7 here, deep in their territory.
Expect the pass.
No, it's going to be a handoff. Trying to go to the outside, gets around the corner, and he is going to be stopped at about the 25-yard line.
3-and-out.
That's a huge 3-and-out to start off this game for Central. So, Coach Ryan Ray's got to be pleased with that for sure.
First play had to have set the tone. First little weird option play.
Looks like Preston's in on 2 tackles that series, so he's having he's a cornerback coming in on it,
He's going to be the quarterback for tonight, too.
Really nice. 2-way players are a thing in high school.
Central's got a lot of them for sure. Their bench is in the most largest in the state, but they do their part. Kick.
This is one of those weird situations. You kind of get away from the ball.
Central going to get the ball at a pretty good field at about the 45-yard line.
That's ideal. Yep.
55 yards. They see if they can take a long drive and start this game.
Yeah, something we talk about a lot is, especially in high school, is just fielding the ball. You don't want to make any mistakes on punts and give the ball right back to the opposing team that just kicked it to you. Fielding the ball is just the most important play. Even if you just have to dive on it, just field that ball and hold on to it, because the last thing you want to do is give it back.
Well, Caden Salvi now taking the role as the QB1 of the Central Little Green. Sophomore, and gets the ball. Quick handoff. Tries to get, it looks like about a 1-yard gain right there. Very quick handoff.
I don't mind it, Why not, see what's up with their D-line and
tire out those big guys.
Get that first hit on your helmet. That's a big one,
I'm realizing now that was my mistake. You said that was Caden Preston in on a couple tackles. He's the running back. Salvi is the quarterback, so excuse me on that one. Both Cadence.
It's okay. It's all right.
And here we go. Just a few minutes off the clock, 9:20 remaining, and we got a 2nd and 9. 1 yard gain, and now another quick handoff. Gets through the middle, gets across midfield, and is brought down, and it will be a 3rd and short. Looks like a run right there by your boy, Caden Press.
Nicholas Barbie just made a great
Preston.
crackdown block as the at number 75. Just trucked them over.
Gotta love when your big guys are able to move like that.
You gotta feed that. You gotta know when it's happening too, because that's all one-on-one matchups the whole game.
Well, here we go. 3rd and 4. Salvi in the shotgun. Ethan Holmes in motion. And it's going to be another run play. Finds a hole. Is able to get across for the 1st down. So, Little Green not passing, but the
Yeah, I
run game
expect we're
working.
going to see a ton of running tonight, especially with their QB1 out. If the run game's working, stick with it.
Oh, not a bad first down of the game.
Looks
And
like
it
they're
goes.
following number 75 again on that one.
Obviously, he's going to be a big part of this
I mean, he's big.
offense. Yeah, you can see from up from here. He's. I definitely would not want to be blocking against him. I might as well. But a 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Another handoff. Look at this hole.
Yeah.
He finds a, and he's still on his feet.
Resilient.
And finally brought down. What a run right there, down to about the 27-yard line. Goes number 30, Caden Preston.
I'll tell you, number 71 on their team's not so small either.
Well,
Imagine the size of these guys.
That's Jay Gagne.
Jay
awesome.
Gagne, we gotta give him some love as the second time that Dover's been here to Manchester to face against some of the Manchester teams. So
They're having a good year this year, right? This 3-1.
3-1,
Yep.
and they just lost to Spalding. But what's interesting is that Memorial just beat Spalding last week, so it's kind
They
of
beat Memorial, so it's all interesting.
So that's why I'm certainly. Look at this through the first hole and gets a lot of yards, 5 yards, I would say at least right there.
I keep saying it. You know, Barbie's just having a game already at 75. Just following him. I think all their runs have been off tackle right, haven't they?
Well, Preston, yeah, it absolutely has, and Preston comes out. And
He deserves that one.
He definitely does, and Trevor Wong, the sophomore, comes onto the field. I don't know if Trevor's listed as a wide receiver, but who knows? Maybe they put him at running back here with the kind of changing of the guard. Let's see what now he's.
Oh. Do see Preston heading to the bench. Really hope that's not an injury.
Well, maybe he needs some water. Oh, we got
Yep.
an encroachment there. The first penalty of the game. Great job by the Little Green, getting 5 extra yards.
Now, I'm telling you what happened. The quarterback said on 2. Guys, on 2. And, you can't jump the gun because they're timing it on defense, and they got the job done there. So
They struggled with that last time we saw him play, too. They jumped at least 3 times. On 4th down, too.
Gets
They gave him the free
frustrating.
1st down.
yeah.
Well, what was a 2nd and 3 will now make a 1st and 10, and the ball placed at the 21-yard line. So, great job by the Little Green so far. Making their way downfield from left to right across your screen.
That is Wong in the backfield now, so it's interesting to see that he is listed as a receiver, but he's in the backfield.
Holmes in motion, and he's going to get the ball. Makes a cut, runs into his own man, and before he's finally spun down.
I feel like they projected that, the classic end around. I think, Andrew, you kind of saw that coming, didn't you?
Yeah, I definitely did, especially with a non-listed running back in the backfield. I figured he was going to go something like that or a screen.
Tyree Hill right there.
Kyle Merrill, the junior offensive lineman, was in there for the tackle for Dover.
That's what they do, though. You got to try to sneak these fast guys in there, and as an opposing coach, they don't have the eyes that we have up here. So
It's been nearly the same play all game, too, so good try to get that. But it looked like he tripped over himself kind of when he was trying to make that second cut.
Running into your own man is not helpful for sure. Now here's another run, same exact play, but he's just able to push some guys and find some holes, and it's pretty impressive to see. But that run game was by Trevor Wong.
Yeah, that was the same exact play that they did with Preston, just looked a little different because Wong is only a sophomore, as to Preston, who's a senior and definitely a lot stronger than Wong because he's able to carry his body through that offensive line and get plenty of extra yards.
It looks like Caden doesn't miss too many gym days.
No.
It looks like he could lift a little bit.
I wouldn't be surprised if Micah Hoffman gets the ball here on the end here.
3rd and 8.
There
Let's
it
see. A pass play. Needs a break. Just isn't able to get past the 2 Dover Green Wave players. Tackle officially goes to Jackson Carroll.
So
And that was Wong on the reception, too.
That's your classic 52, they call that, an out pattern where the running back flares out and the quarterback has the option to hit who's open.
Well, now it's up to Coach Ray to figure out what they want to do. A 4th and 7 from the 15-yard line, from the 12-yard line. So you're pretty close enough, but you can't trust kickers in high school for sure.
Especially with this wind tonight.
The wind is going pretty good to
they're going for it. Yes, you're right.
the backside of Central. So the wind is going with them, not against them.
Pivotal play.
And now looks like we will get a timeout. Let's
See that a lot, yeah.
if that's going to go to Dover, or if that's going to go to Central. It is going to go to Dover. So great job by Little Green, at least getting Dover to waste one of their timeouts.
And it's a smart timeout too. You know, you might not have the personnel. You might think they're going for a kick. You might not have the right guys out there. So why not, right? Why not burn one?
This drive's taking up a lot of time, too. We're down to 4:38 to go in the first quarter.
Would you say that's ideal for Central?
Very.
Kind of minimize the drives for
Yeah,
Dover?
even if they don't score, always taking time off the clock. If they've got the ball, Dover can't score. So time is definitely important in a game like this, where you're just trying to basically give up as less points as possible.
And also, like, Dover would be considered the favorite in this.
Yeah, just because,
So you
no
wanna,
Liam Murphy tonight. No quarterback one in general is just kind of tough, and especially when he's one of your best defensive players also.
Well, they've traveled 43 of the 55 yards to get to the end zone, and this is a big 4th and 6 now for the Little Green. And here we go, Holmes in motion again, and now the snap. It's going to be a pass
He's
up in
looking
the
for it.
air, and back in the end zone. Unfortunately, not able to get it. That is a wonderful.
Heard a lot of cheering over here, though.
Jim Lord there from WMUR is right there to get that action shot, but unfortunately that's a turnover on downs, and Dover will get the ball for the 2nd time in this first quarter.
Yeah, Canadian football, that would have been a great touchdown.
Great
but,
touchdown.
However, you run that flag pattern, you kind of, I don't know.
I do like the play, though.
Yeah, I agree, but like I said, that wind, I don't know if that was a factor, if it seemed like he put a little too much muscle on it.
He was a good 3-4 yards out of bounds, too.
Yeah, for sure. But here we go, 1st and 10 for Dover. They have 88 yards to go now, and they went 3 and out for the first time. Look at this, run up the middle. It goes to the outside and is finally brought down, and that will go for a 14-yard gain, and it'll be another first down for Dover.
If Whitehead didn't make that tackle, I feel like he had a lot of distance after that. So
Yeah,
as
that was a
D-lineman,
great tackle.
some D linemen have some wheels, and
Looks like Whitehead does. Looks like he can move.
yeah, it's key.
And QB Ryder Aubin doing the work on that, and that's something that we did see a little bit of in the Memorial game, as he was able to use his wheels whenever he needed to.
Andrew, you might be right about Preston. It doesn't look like he's just taking a blow right now. It looks like he's kind of
He's talking to
working
the
it
trainer.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aubin on the move and is finally brought down, but that'll be about a 5-6 yard gain.
Senior leader. It's tough not to have him in there.
Yeah, especially at this point in the season, just trying to get as many wins as possible. You're down to your last couple games. Can't be taking big injuries at this point.
Well, you need every game at this point, Central, right?
Yeah.
So we look at Preston getting some work on him there.
Hate to see that, really.
Absolutely. He obviously has about 35 yards rushing in that one drive alone. So it's that could be a tough break. And it could be Trevor Wong, the sophomore, could be on display here.
That's how it happens, though.
All right, 2nd and 6 here for Dover. And Aubin on the move. Trying to get to the outside, is able to gets around, still on his feet. And look at this run across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line.
There was a little bit of a delay there from Aubin. He looked like he might have thrown it, faked out that defense. Definitely I saw faked out a couple of the Central linebackers, and then just got a lot of extra yards. It looks like that was Huffman running from all the way across the field to make that tackle on Aubin.
It's tough as a DB, too, because you don't know if he's going to throw or you take that angle of pursuit. You you have to assume run, but he can always burn you with that long ball too, on the run. So
That was a great fake too, because I definitely from up here thought he was about to chuck that over to the right side of the field.
absolutely.
Here we go,
Andrew.
another 1st and 10, man in motion. And now, he decides to hold the ball again, so it's been all Ryder Aubin as he gets a good hit right there.
It's another good fake.
Play action fakes are key because you get those D linemen to bite, and then
Leighton Sargent with a good little hit there. Number 4, as I know that our former number 4 for the Central Little Green and our
Aiden
good
Kelly.
friend Aiden Kelly watching the game live as he's on his way to Wesleyan to
It's for his Colby game tomorrow, right?
Colby game. So hello to Aiden there.
Good luck tomorrow, Aiden.
As here we go, a 2nd and 3. So even though Central is stopping them on 1st down, it's still a short 3 yards to get that another string of downs. So we'll see if Central can figure something out here, as it's been the Aubin show since in this drive anyway. Looking to pass, finds a hole, and is wrapped up and brought down quickly. That wasn't O.J. Simpson out there in number 32, but it was none other than Jack Bishop doing the work.
That's a freshman.
the quarterback's listed as a receiver, a running back, a quarterback. So you can tell he's got that pedigree of moves.
Agility is certainly difficult to deal with Aubin.
I haven't seen a lot of subs in for Central either, so maybe that goes to the fact that they gas out at the second half.
Yeah, it does look like they're a little bit short-handed.
Oh, when you lose Liam, it's certainly that's a huge hole as it is, and it can only do the next man up. It's not like they have a practice squad of players that they can bring up like the NFL. Now Aubin gonna pass. Incomplete though, and that was a 3rd and 3. So we'll see what they do on 4th down with 1 minute and 6 seconds left in this 1st quarter.
He might be kicking himself after that one because he was wide open. That would have been plenty for the 1st down too, especially on 3rd and 3.
Would you say they pretty much go for it every time in this? Or?
Not every time, but generally once you pass that 50, yeah. I mean, you don't want to punt from the 40-yard line.
I mean, he pooch kick, why not? But here we go. A 4th and 3 from the 40-yard line, and he looks like he was trying to get them to do an encroachment.
Yeah.
And it's tough without a play clock here in high school football, but here we go. Aubin still waits for the ball. Oh, the bad snap. It's going to go back all the way down to the 42, and he still passes it. Complete, and that will go for a 1st down.
That's a guy playing schoolyard football right there, Kyle. I mean, you can tell he's not shaken by that. He picked it up.
Zachary McCormick able to make that reception.
Those are hard on defense, though, because you're just you don't know where to go. There's really no formula, and a lot of quarterbacks thrive on that.
Well,
a lot of quarterbacks just jump on that, too. They don't even bother.
I'm going to say he reminds me a little bit of a Patrick Mahomes, so the way that he's able to scramble outside.
It's a good comparison.
Looks like he's able to use his hips, and on a play like that, he was able to use some rider magic and get that 1st down. So
maybe the number, I'm thinking Tebow, though.
I could see, I think his passing is a little bit better than Tebow. He's not a lefty.
Hey.
Well, here we go. Aubin able to make some guys move. He's still on his feet, still driving.
Look at that agility.
And look at that. Able to get another 1st down, and that will do it. Oh, excuse me. I was going to say that was going to be the last play of the 1st quarter, but unfortunately, because of 1st downs, the clock does stop. So now it's still running. We'll see if Dover is able to get one more play in. It doesn't look like they are in any rush right here, as Aubin is way back at the 34-yard line, and now 6 seconds on the clock. They get the play. But I don't think that they realize that the clock is going to run out, and that will do it. So a scoreless 12 minutes to start off this game.
That went quick.
That was very quick. A lot of running. Both teams getting a possession, but unfortunately, it looks like Dover has taken control of this game so far.
I can see 15 being the main focal point for them. You can win a game just by hiking it to a quarterback and him running. And those extra yards were won in the weight room right there.
It's really what Dover depended on when they played against Memorial here in Manchester. I know I have on my sheet that Ryder ran one in. He's got plenty of rushing and passing yards too. He's in 4th or 5th place, I believe, on the NH Sports page with passing yards. I'm not sure where he is with rushing yards, but he's got to be up there somewhere too.
Teams will switch sides, so Dover in their all-white jerseys with the green helmets will now be going left to right, while Central in their green jerseys and silver helmets and pants will now be defending the right side
Looks
of
like
the
another
field.
practice squad match tonight, like last week with the all red and silver, and now it's green and silver and white here for.
Certainly been unique
this
for
one.
sure. Memorial versus Spalding. There was a lot of red on the field last week, and Michael, it was certainly very difficult to figure out whose color red is that.
I'm sure if you told Ryan Ray, Coach Ryan Ray, if it would be 0-0 after the first quarter, he'd take that. And,
I'm
so
sure.
they're right there. So we'll see.
I think
I'm
it's-
happy with their performance so far as an alumni.
Absolutely, and here we go with the first play of the second quarter, and Aubin in the shotgun formation, pointing around, looking at, a bad snap
another
again,
bad snap.
able to get it. It looks like this time he will be wrapped up. It looks like there might have been a fumble late in the play.
I think they got it.
We'll
Central ball.
see.
Yep.
They're pointing,
Coach Ray says they got it.
and we're waiting for the referees to make the sign, and it is.
Yeah, it's Central football.
Look at that, a big play to start the second quarter.
Wow.
And it will be a 1st and 10 for the Little Green. Another big stop and a fumble that Ryder Aubin is going to be regretting for some time.
It's the second bad snap.
Yeah, that's in his head too now. Don't think it's not. As a center, now he's going to think about that now.
It's a tough spot to be. You realize how important a center is when you have a bad center.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. No kidding.
Now we'll see what the Little Green can do as they get the ball at the 28-yard line.
Couldn't tell who recovered that, but it was Kari Whitehead who had the ball in his hand and was pointing down towards the Central end zone. And I mean, look at this. This is huge.
I saw Jeremiah Barker had the ball when he came out, so we'll give him some love as only a freshman able to recover that. And now let's see what Salvi can
I
do.
think they
He's
can-
going to pass, and incomplete.
So as a receiver, you're going back and you're going, guys, I can burn him here, and I feel like 19's setting him up for that. That would be, let's see.
It's Micah Huffman. Yeah,
Yes, and he can fly. I know.
He can fly,
I
yeah.
coached him as well for the East Cobras under C.J. Perez, great coach, and he
Great
can
coach.
fly. Micah can fly.
Attempt was to Ethan Holmes, but will it be incomplete? And now we have a 2nd and 10. Just 15 seconds coming off the clock so far.
Looked like he just had to get rid of that ball because he got rushed by that defensive line.
Holmes in motion again. He will get the ball in a big hole, trying to get around,
Look
gets
at
the
that.
outside, and is brought. It should be a penalty after the play. We'll see. No flag, no laundry on the field. So
Senior Ethan Holmes getting it done on a wide receiver end around there. See,
And I could see that hole from up here.
it worked pretty well, but now it'll be a 3rd and 3.
Thought maybe he hit him after the.
I thought there was a little late of tackle there. He was out of bounds, and the next thing you know, he's getting tackled on, right around his bench areas. But that's neither here nor there, as now it's going to be up to Central. They got the first down in their first drive, and now we'll see what they can do on their second drive to make sure they don't go 3 and out. A quick handoff. Look at this.
Excellent.
Preston
Look
back
who's
in
back.
the field and able to get that ball and get that first down up to about the 44-yard line.
Jacob Wong made a key block on that, getting that hole open, and it looked like a truck could drive through it.
I don't have a truck, but I would definitely try it with my Subaru because that was a good-sized hole.
It's a common football term, Kyle. Yeah.
I got you. I got you.
It's great to see Preston back out there, though.
That was a huge, relief, I guess, in some ways, to see that he was able to still motor his way. And Central now with a new set of downs, looking to make something happen, get on the scoreboard. And Preston gets another big hole, runs
Good
into a
play
guy,
call.
makes a move, gets across midfield, and is finally brought down right around the first down marker.
I think that might be 2nd and 1.
Great read right there by the QB, because I think he read the guy was blitzing from the right, and then he took it right, the other side. So that's why there was a minimum amount of players to defend that.
Looks like Coach Ray has been doing a good job with his offensive linemen, getting them to move. It's got to be such a weird feeling to just let the guy get around you and, try to
Yeah.
get in front of the running back to make some blocks. And
Thank God I never had to do that.
It's definitely an interesting way of of doing that. But, you know, it's worked so far. Now they're going to bring the chain gang out here to measure.
See how close it is. To me, it looks like they have the first down.
I like their game plan today, though. Kind of, Andrew was right. You want to kind of just grind that out.
Especially to protect. This is their only other listed quarterback on this roster.
First down, Little Green. They're second of this drive. So amazing what one player can do with
Just
Preston being
barely.
back out here.
Just barely the first down. I thought it was 2nd and 1, but measurement doesn't lie. So
Science, man.
See if Preston can get some attention and maybe come out the second half. You know, it looks like he's still favoring something there.
It looked like it was an arm issue, but, you know, I'm only focused at the play at hand.
When you keep the pads on, though, it's optimistic. You know?
Exactly. Holmes in motion and a pass.
Oh,
Intercepted. And just like that, when you give it and then you take it, and Dover will get the ball 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line.
Carberry on the pick there. Wow.
Give him credit on a great play. But,
he read the QB's eyes.
A little forced on that throw, I'd say. You know, but, you know, sophomore, you know, you learn as you go, right?
And unfortunately,
great play, though. Holy crap.
Carberry, who is listed as a tight end as well, showing his hands right there as the linebacker.
Yeah, he definitely read his eyes there. Saw exactly where he was looking, right down the middle.
So Central only getting the ball for 1 minute and 25 seconds here. And now it's going to be back to Dover, who had a long drive there last time with the ball. It's going to be a pass. Look at this. Up down the middle of the field. Caught. And it looks like he should be able to get possibly into the end zone. Let's see what the referee's going to mark him at the 1 yard, maybe the 2 yard line.
That's a great tackle by Jacob Maloney, though.
What a play right there by Samuel Grube.
It could have, you know, that tackle could come in handy, but man, was he flying, and he caught that right in stride.
Yeah, he was moving.
Great catch.
The junior able to make a 65-yard play right there. And now it'll be 1st and goal for the Dover Green Wave at the 2 yard line. Well, let's see what their goal line defense for Central can do. Obviously, you're going to expect Ryder to probably QB sneak it, as you see right here up the middle. And it looks like he is in for a touchdown. Green Wave take the lead first with 10:06 remaining in this second quarter. A 2 yard QB sneak by Ryder Aubin. Tough one right there. You know, 2 plays, gets the interception.
It's the easy play call, though.
So Central is going to have a problem here where they're going to have to feel like they're coming from behind, right? They have to stick with the run, I think. They have an inexperienced quarterback, you know, that's just could be a little skeptical about throwing the ball again. They're running right off 75 all day long.
Tucker Johnson hits it through the upright, so that makes it a 7-0 Dover lead.
You can come back from running, though. I've played many games of Madden. And you wouldn't expect it, but you can. Just gotta tie this thing up before halftime.
Hey, as long as you can get a score, and you do get the ball first in the second half, but we did see this, Andrew, like I said, in the Salem game where they got the ball first in the second half, and they were going a 3 and out, and just did not have anything in their gas tank after that.
Well, I will be in the halftime speech. I will be in the locker room firing them up this time, so that should make a difference.
We'll try to get the camera down there to hear this. As you know, usually we
no, that's between us.
That's between us. Well, it's probably not safe for TV.
It's not TV safe.
Yeah, exactly.
See Liam Murphy just talking to Caden Salvi down there because he's just trying to, you know, keep him calm, young quarterback. It's like Mac Jones talking to Zappy last week, you know, and this week for that matter. But just try to keep him in this game. Like, forget about that interception. Doesn't matter now. It's in the past because he's got to be this quarterback for the rest of the game.
Well, it's, you know, you just got to make sure that you look off your defenders a little bit, and he did not. He was eyeing, he knew exactly where he was going, and Carberry was able to get that. Now, Tucker Johnson, who's going to be kicking off with the wind to his backside. So this, I mean, you can see the returners, Ethan Holmes, and I'm not sure who the other one is. They are down at the 2 yard line. So
Looks like that's Micah.
Expecting this ball to go pretty far here with this wind in the back at the 40 yard line. And look at this kick. Caught at about the 4.
Yep, there's Huffman.
Up to the 20, 25, 30. He's dragging some players and finally brought down at about the 33 yard line. So good for a 29 yard gain there on the kickoff, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Little Green for the 3rd time in this game.
Now you got to fight back.
You see a lot of times teams that are running effectively, you wonder why they even are passing when it's just working like that. So hopefully they go back to the running game. It's the only way they can come close to this, I think.
Well, I see a Jackson Moeller.
Maybe sneak one in once in a while, but it didn't look good that last pass.
No, it did not. And let's see what Jackson, see what they can do here. Actually, I was looking at the wrong listing there. Out on the field was Matthew Koning, the sophomore, and now 1st and 10 as the cheerleaders do a cheer on that. Run up the middle, trying to get to the outside. It runs into a white wave of green Dover players right there.
It's the first time that Preston's really been stops like that tonight.
I mean, he get that first hole. He just couldn't get through the second, round of players to get
stopped in his tracks.
And that was your classic 1st and 10. Let's do it again cheer. I think it was.
You went to school here. You've probably been hearing the same cheers for 25 years.
More than that, unfortunately.
We'll just keep at that.
Then they're done. Yeah.
Well, 2nd and 7 here as
you gotta appreciate the cheerleaders giving their time for the.
Another handoff, trying to get to the outside.
Here he goes.
Stiff-armed, 2 stiff arms, out of bounds. What a great job. That's embarrassing for some of these players to get pushed down just as quickly as that. But Preston obviously has some strength to those.
Doesn't look like the guy on the sidelines a minute ago,
Absolutely not. That was an impressive run.
That's football, though. You'd be surprised what he can muster up.
And that will make a Central 1st down as the Chang'an moves along.
Got to keep running, guys. Am I wrong here?
No,
I don't mean to harp on it, but
you're doing a good job of coaching. As I think that your prior experience with the Pythons or the Bears, which one was it?
East Cobras.
Cobras.
Yes.
Oh, there's so many different.
Yeah.
Not really.
My
a million
apologies.
different teams.
Hey, I was a Hooks and Hurricane, man. What can I say?
East Cobras are a feeder to the Central program, pretty much.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Well, 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line, and now look at this, a QB
like it.
sneak
Oh, look
up
at
the
this.
middle, and he's twisted down at about the 40-yard line. Tackle made by number 13, Samuel Grube, who also had that big catch. And look at that, another 1st and 10, and Central.
That's like exactly what you said too, Michael, is that little sneak one in once in a while. They definitely weren't expecting that.
No, and Ethan Holmes made a great stock block down the field as a receiver. They're not just there to catch the ball; they're there to make good blocks too. He did miss the last one, but you can't make every block.
You can't be perfect as much as you'd like to be, and
some people are.
That's what's great about football. Oh, tackled behind right at the line of scrimmage right there. And what a play there by number 7, who unfortunately I don't have his number.
Yeah,
his name listed here, but
so when you see number 7 making the tackle, that says blitz.
Yeah,
it just tells me blitz. So it's tough to pick up those blitzes.
Every week we've had a mystery man, Kyle. Every single week. And he always seems to make good plays.
He absolutely does.
Always.
Spalding had an impressive player last week.
I think Sanborn did too.
Not on the roster.
Not on the roster, but you just go with the flow here. It's 7:45 remaining in this first half. A 7-0 Dover lead, but Central.
It's apparent.
2nd and 11 here. And we'll see if there's another run play. Now we got a whistle here. Is this
delay maybe?
Delay a game.
Sometimes it's tough to get as a receiver. You line up on that field. You ask the ref if you're good. Sometimes it's hard to get that ratio of because technically you're a running back. As a wideout.
Well, we saw this last night in the terrible Denver Bronco Indianapolis Colts game where Matt Ryan didn't even know how much time was on the clock before getting whistled for a delay of game. So, it still happens to the pros as much as it does here to Caden Salvi, and that makes it a tough 2nd and 16 though here. Yeah. Preston in motion. So
He's
looks
gonna
like
tuck it.
Going back, looks like a screen.
Screen the other way.
Wide open.
Look at that.
Just they read that well. Yeah, when it's 2nd and 16 though, you can play it off the line like that and kind of zone it up.
Tackled by Grant Davis and our mystery man number 7. So, good try there by Leighton Sargent though.
Yeah, Brain wanted to say Aiden Kelly, but that was Leighton Sargent.
Yeah, Leighton Aiden, Jaden, Caden.
Yeah, that's
A lot of Aiden.
a lot of unique names for sure over the past 15 years that I've noticed. It's not just all Michaels or Andrews.
Kyle
or
and
Niles.
Andrew.
Yeah, it's certainly unique. But now a 3rd and 14.
Empty backfield here, too.
Let's see if he's got to get rid of it
screen.
quick.
He got it.
Tackled or caught by Preston, but he is wrapped up immediately, including by a number 30 in Brett Davis, who is also playing both sides of the field.
He'll go for it, I think, right? Yeah.
Luca Reddy as well as another player that was there too.
Did you think he was going to catch that?
I thought it was going to be an interception. I really didn't think that he had a chance in that. But
Salvi got hit, though. As soon as he let go of that ball, he got hit by Kyle Merrill.
Yeah,
Straight on body hit,
Screen
clean hit.
passes are dangerous for a quarterback because
You-
the guy's just letting them go as a lineman because you want that.
being patient
Depth.
is sometimes tough. A 4th and 11 here from the
Look for Ethan Holmes to get the ball here in the slot.
and a quick out if he wants it. Now a whistle on the field. It would have been caught too. That's a tough spot, and see what the referees have to say with the whistle. Looks
This is going to
false start.
Oh,
It's definitely offense. They wouldn't have killed the play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you knew it was offense. I was just waiting to see if it was a false start or delay a game on that one. And unfortunately,
Legal motion, possibly, I think.
that's a
Maybe icing.
4th and
Boarding.
16. A technical foul,
Possibly.
Now, Coach Ray talking to his sophomore quarterback.
I love football. I love seeing the assistant coaches getting fired up. I just love everything about it. It's just so character building. It really is.
Not good when you got your wide receiver going over to coach with his arms out like that. And here we go, 4th down, and it's a
what
poach
in the
kick.
world?
I don't
Look at
hate it.
this.
I don't hate it. Good job.
Oh,
Oh, it takes a bad bounce.
unlucky.
And I lost it in the air. I just wasn't. It went higher than I expected, and that,
Unexpected to begin with.
do usually a pretty good job of following soccer ball, so I thought it would be good. But
He even take like that step back. He just punted it from the pocket pretty much.
well,
That's shotgun formation.
I've been number 56 Hosfield on the other end of that. Coach Ray's just fired up, and when the coach gets into you like that, you tend to step up to another level.
well, it was about a 25-yard punt there by Caden Salvi, and now will be a 1st and 10 for the Dover Green Wave at the 26-yard line. And now, see if they drive, take out all the time on the clock, and the shotgun formation, man in motion, running across is Tony DeAndre, and a catch right there, makes some
throw.
moves, and now is finally brought down at about the 41-yard line, caught there by Brett Davis.
Definitely caught Jacob Maloney by surprise, too, over here on the near side, closest to the central bench. That was just a quick throw and catch, and a great job there by Aubin.
Yeah, Ryder Aubin he definitely got that ball out really quickly, and Brett Davis, we've seen him from the running back position doing a good job, but right there, looking like a pretty prime wide receiver as well.
Absolutely. It looks like Preston was on there at the corner too. It's tough playing both ways. It really is, especially when you're dinged up.
Glad to see him out there again, but now another new set of downs for the Green Wave.
Boy, Maloney's taking a risk coming up.
Brett
Sure,
Davis trying to get to the outside, makes a couple men miss, and is finally brought out at about the 45-yard line. Good for a 5-yard gain. And does that stop the clock? It does. 4:39 remaining. And
Yeah, he went out.
They really do ride about 3 or 4 players on this Dover team that are their key points,
well, coming off the field right there is Jackson Carroll. And let's see what Ryder Aubin gets for a play. As we've been pretty quiet on the Jackson Carroll, who's the backup quarterback and wide receiver.
It's really been 1 or 2 names for Dover here tonight. We haven't seen a lot of Steven Gatow or Brady McInnes, who both had great games against Memorial a couple
Camden
weeks
Barrett in
ago.
the backfield now, and he's going to get the ball, finds a hole, and is able to get across midfield, and that will be good for another Dover first down. About a 10-yard gain on that play by Barrett.
Yeah, I tell you what, they have a 75 of their own on their team, and that was a great block.
See him right there as that offensive line is a good size. Orion Jennison right there, the junior offensive lineman.
It's a great name, too.
Michael, that's doing a pretty good job. And now,
Orion's a great name.
Orion, hopefully he's got a belt.
I'm
sure too.
Duh.
And now, looks like Ryan trying to get to the outside. Think about passing. He's got to run it. Gets the first down and is brought down at about the 31-yard line. Good for a 14-yard gain.
Boy, Ryder's clever, huh? He's just an experienced guy out there. Like, you gotta. It's hard as a defender. Like, what do? Do you back up or do you go in? Like,
You can tell he's got a great football mind.
Absolutely, Andrew.
And only a junior, too, so he could expect big things for his senior year next year. But
that's right, he is only a junior.
But
assuming he matriculates, absolutely, yeah.
At the same time, you got to be still impressed with what he's doing for his junior year, as obviously the Green Wave.
That's your go-get-'em year, Like, that's when you put your name on the map.
Well, definitely love him playing here in the Queen City, as now there's two men in the backfield. Looks like what is this, a T formation, Michael?
This would be considered a, no, not that.
Not that? Okay. Well, a pass play that goes
I knew it.
But a holding call or pass interference looks to be, and that attempted pass was to Samuel Grube again.
Looked like he tried to go right down the seam there.
He definitely was a perfect, Tom Brady to Rob Gronkowski type play right there. And unfortunately, let's see what the referees say.
It's frustrating when the referees kind of take the direction of the player too. Like he kind of sold that. I didn't see much contact there, but
I'm wondering what it's gonna be.
I'm a homer, so.
Well, it's referee. It's gonna be a holding though. Oh, it is. That's right. It is against the defense, so that'll make for a first down.
Defense always has. Offense always has the advantage.
All right, so
what?
Maybe.
Oh, it's going backwards. Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of.
And then it's going forward.
And
now they're going. Okay.
Well, it's that game in preschool, and
this is for you, Andrew. This is all on the job training.
You gotta wonder what's going on.
Backwards, forwards, everything.
Well, they've driven down pretty good, getting all the way down to the 20-yard line here, and another 1st and 10. It looks like there's some motion there. Ryder gonna pass it down the middle of the field, and a touchdown. Green Wave, a 20-yard pass play to number 11, Bryce Carberry, who already has an interception on the day, and now he has a touchdown.
Yeah, that's the tight end.
Yeah, that's the tight end.
He's quick.
He definitely has some speed, and he's going to be out there to block, so pretty impressive to see what Carberry can do when given the chance.
That's like, it's like a fun lineman. You get to go out for passes here and there, but it looks like number 11, he's probably more of a receiver type, like a Kelsey type, I would say.
Yeah, I agree with that. The size of him, it took 1 minute and 50 seconds to travel down the field from the 26-yard line. And now Carroll with the kick. Very good, right down the middle. And 14-0, Green Wave take the lead.
You can tell he's worked on that kick. That's perfect.
He's done a little bit of practice over and over and over again there by Tucker Johnson. And
you guys think you could make an extra point?
I'd like to think so.
I think I would.
Not in these shoes. I sound like a girl. Not in these shoes.
Just
right
hold
now.
your pumps, and then I think it's
I don't know, because to have people running at you, it's easy to do with practicing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like all those Bears fans who said, "Oh, I could have made that field goal." All of them missed. They had an event outside of Soldier Field where you could try it. All of them missed it. It's not as easy as it looks.
No, absolutely is not, and
especially with that weather there in Chicago that night.
it was snowing, so there was some guys that fell in their behinds.
Yeah.
That we'll just leave it at that as Tucker Johnson puts the ball back on the tee. So, well, it would be nice to see Central get something here with 3:23 remaining in this first half. I know they get the ball first, but to at least go into the halftime with some sort of happiness with us, points on the board.
I don't know if 14-0's the worst thing in the world, though. I mean, it's better than we expected.
It's a great kick.
And taking about the 5-yard line, gets up to the 25, the 30, still on his feet, and finally brought down about the 33-yard line. And now we'll see. I believe that was number 19 and Micah Holmes, who was, or excuse me, Aiden DeSantis, I believe was the one who took that kickoff and was able to get some good yards on that.
I have 2 words here for Central. Nicholas Barbie, number 75. Run off him. Just focus on him this play. Watch what he does. He's enormous and also agile and usually gets 2 people to have to defend him.
You see him right next to the center. I'm focusing in on him on this play here. And handoff up the middle. I got to follow him as that was a good run right there. And looks like he was grimacing for a moment, but was able to get back. And yeah, right there, Michael, I was very impressed to see that he was able to move his man pretty easily.
Giving some lineman love. Not every day where everyone focuses on, number 75 going into the play. So.
Yeah, linemen are definitely
oh my God.
one of the most important parts of this game.
What do you
and
think
they
quarterbacks
get overlooked?
What do you think quarterbacks give them $1 million gifts?
Love to see Salvi hit Micah Huffman one-on-one here, but won't happen this time. But
I'd like to see Micah Huffman go deep as well on a seam, perhaps maybe a hitch and go type
he's
of
one-on-one close to the near side. He's only got one man to beat, and it's Brett Davis.
You call him like a slant type of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what happened with Dover. That's what they did. They got it free and.
Or even to cut in and then cut right out here.
A post flag.
Well, 2nd and 6 here. Go the little green, trying to get across midfield. And hand off to Preston, who gets a hole and is able to get the first down. And so, little green with 2:10 remaining.
3 timeouts, correct?
That is
right?
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do have all their timeouts. So
Dover's the only team that's taken one so far.
Yeah. As Kyle said they had to burn one early. That was unconsequential.
well, it doesn't matter as too much as they have been able to take the ball downfield twice. And now looks like there might be a drone flying over the field right now.
Yes, that is a drone, Kyle, I believe.
That was
Andrew?
throwing me off.
I don't see it.
And now
There you
Preston
go.
trying to get to the outside, not able to get the first down,
Close.
but a good 7 to 8 yard gain.
And who do you see downfield?
It's Huffman.
Barbie, number 75. You don't see linemen 15 yards down the field like that. Like, good for him. I wonder why he's not playing defense. That's kind of my...
Well, you need to keep your
Yeah.
best offensive players somewhat, don't gas them out too much.
True
And
that.
now it looks like the referees have come together to try to discuss this. And, well,
Andrew, it's easier to coach up here, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, easily. That's a point we make all the time is coaches don't see everything from up here like we do, so it's even the players, too. 4 or
45,
5.
1-4, because it was
Is he yelling at you, Kyle?
he's not yelling at me.
Okay.
It's just the scoreboard operator who's not doing their job as well as we are up here.
So I guess that's what that meeting was about then, to try to figure out how much time was on the clock.
Well,
If you're a coach, it could be frustrating if it's not the right time.
Yeah,
and
that's a
you're trying
good-
to score.
That scoreboard was at 1:32, so that's an extra 13 seconds.
that's huge here for a 3rd and 3. So
Did you get the name on that guy, Andrew?
the scoreboard operator?
Yeah. We'll leave it anonymous.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. It's better to do these days. Sometimes you
You've
know.
done enough, Kyle.
Exactly. So here we go. A 3rd and 2 from the 37-yard line. And Little Green
Second down, actually, I think.
a run play.
Excellent. I think they got it, right?
I would say they got it. I'm waiting for the chain gang to start moving their way to the left side of the field.
I think you were right, Michael. That was second down there is what that said. So even the scoreboard said 3rd down. I saw a second across the way.
Yeah, you got to go by the chain gang, number one, because...
And that's what I've learned a lot by doing this. Always go by them, not really scoreboard.
Well, on that play, 7 seconds came off. So again, it's still $1:38 to go, and a timeout has been called here.
That was Central's.
Central
I
using
like
their
this
first
drive.
timeout.
What do you think? I like this drive.
I mean, they're doing things, and I think they're taking a little bit out of Dover's playbook here, trying to figure out what's going to work. And
Or they're watching the telecast and they're running.
they're listening to us for sure. we know
Yeah,
that.
that's what's in the headset down there. Coach Ray's headsets, our voices.
So
I'd be afraid of that. He's kind of intimidating.
it's 1st and 10 from the 34, and Coach Ray in there telling his players that, hey, you do not fall for anything.
Yeah,
Just
if you
work
go on
hard.
2, definitely don't go on 1,
I'd love to see something like that here to get an extra 5 yards. If
Yeah.
they, since the clock has already stopped, you don't have to worry about it. And,
Yeah, that's a great call though. But the only thing is you got to worry about your team, somebody not forgetting to not go on 1.
That's always a tough spot for sure, Andrew, as you are correct on that. And now, handoff. Oh, it's got to go to Holmes.
Michael
who's-
Hoffman with a great block on the outside there. Did you
That's
see
a
that?
great block.
Stock blocking is an art for him, and Michael Hoffman really buckled down and got that extra yards for him. Sometimes a run can be attributed to a receiver.
And Micah with his
I got fired up about
his
that.
pink shirt underneath and pink towel. He's supporting it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month as he's representing for the ladies and also the men out there. But here
Yes,
we go.
there are a few, Kyle.
1st and 10 from the 21. And Preston
Wow.
up the
Look
middle.
at him.
Oh, just finally wrapped up.
Guess who? Barbie just blew up the play right there.
He has
Groovy.
impressed me maybe the most tonight.
He should be All-State.
Groovy was able to make that tackle while he was being blocked from his behind.
That run doesn't happen without that great block from Barbie either.
He just got up, pancaked them, and stood up and was like, let's go.
Coach Ray coming out to the officials, very angry about things as he points to the Dover sideline and is showing the referees that they're doing some illegal things here. But either way, a timeout taken by Dover, and it'll be 1st and 10 again. Coach Ray very upset about, thankfully he's not mic'd up. We can only imagine what would be.
Yeah.
Would be
Do you know who makes the most money in the NFL? What position? Outside tackle.
outside tackle.
Yep.
I'm
Because
surprised by that.
how important is that? You know what I mean? So, keep that going. Barbie. And then, you know what? Maybe give him a run up the middle once. In the last game of the season, give
And
him
this line's going to be really important because they're at the 11. They're knocking on the door here. They could definitely get on the scoreboard here before the half's over.
I tell you, Preston's probably going to be the one to do it if they do it.
He
what I would
deserves
think
to at
too.
this point as well. Minute 17 remaining. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. And Salvi gets the ball. He's going to take it himself. Makes a...
Wow, I got faked out by that one.
Brett Davis was able to make the saving tackle there. And with the clock running, Salvi going to get a quick play call.
Still got 2 to go. You're going to figure it's all down to this drive. So you have your 4 plays. You know what I mean? Why not run it down? You're already at the, 5-yard line?
5-yard line.
So you're going to have your 4 plays, and then don't worry about that little extra timer thing,
Preston in the backfield. Let's see if he gets the ball. He does. Makes
Great
a man
job.
miss and
Look
is
at
able to
that.
get across for the touchdown Central. Salvi celebrating with Micah Hoffman. And there we go. A 14-6 deficit, but Central on the board.
Am I allowed to cheer up here? I forget. Not really, right?
We're not supposed to.
Okay,
We're
then I'll keep it to a limit.
I think they're going to go for 2 on this to try to make this.
An inside scoop told me their kicking game isn't really strong at this moment.
Going
so
into the wind
I
as
could
well.
see that
Yeah,
happening.
that's definitely not helpful.
I like getting 2 points, too, though.
See if Preston is able to make it a 14-8 game. He's going to get the ball, tries to make a man move, but he's tripped up and does not get across the line. Let's see if, and unfortunately, they'll make it a 14-6 game. And with 43 seconds to go, at least some celebration here on the Central sideline.
Still big, though, getting on the scoreboard
Oh,
before the end of the
absolutely.
half.
Andrew, absolutely.
And by getting the ball back in the next half, too. They don't look really burnt out yet either.
Give some love to the cheerleaders here who are down here celebrating.
So here's where, if you're a defensive back on the team and you're not starting at safety and you're kind of a second stringer, you're probably going to be on the field because they're going to be throwing, 8-on-8 type of stuff.
Oh, yeah, they're going to chuck it. Because Dover's going to try to get that touchdown right back. Burn that Central secondary. So you got to, I would think that they would have 2 or 3 defensive backs way far back down there.
How about a trick play here? Possible?
Oliver Jacquez is not really the strongest kicker, but he's going into the wind, and you got to just get the ball as far as you can. But hey, if you want to, play a little water boy and aim it at one of the, big offensive linemen right there, you might as well try it out.
Yeah, but linemen nowadays are agile too.
And the ball, like I said, is
You get 2 of those, and
Fall.
then someone has to go and put their finger on it.
Saw this a couple weeks ago where Sanborn had to have a holder
Yeah,
to hold it down.
It's like swiping your chip card at the grocery
Yeah.
store. You get 2 chips, and then you have to use the mag swipe.
the mat swipe. I love it. And the kickoff is a
look at
far
that.
one. That's an impressive kick right there, taking about the 8-yard line. And
Oh.
Brett Davis
Oh.
That
tries
was a
to
huge block, though.
Good job, buddy, because containment on kickoff is everything. Stay in your lane. If you get blocked, you stay in your lane. Don't over-pursue. And that guy did a great job of it. And I bet the coach notices it.
Camden Barrett just had a huge block on a big Central player. I believe that was Mike Delorier, the offensive lineman. That was a huge block.
If I could pronounce number 60's name, I would give him kudos right now.
for Central or for
Central.
Yeah,
He made the
the
tackle.
Salniers.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, we'll go with that. But here with 36 seconds to go, let's see what Ryder Aubin can do. He's looking to scramble to the outside, passes it downfield. He
Again,
almost had his man.
That's his man, isn't it?
It's tough.
Number 11 is this guy.
It's been number 11, number 13 in Bryce Carberry, who's got a touchdown and an interception. Great first half for Carberry, but it's also been big number 13 in Samuel Gruby, who's been able to make some plays as well. But that took.
Whenever you have a quarterback that's a junior and a receiver that's a junior, you can assume they played youth football coming up together.
Yeah.
That chemistry, that trust as a quarterback. Quarterbacks throw to. Why do you think Brady threw to Edelman every play? You go with what you trust. So.
And here we go, a 2nd and 10, 70 yards to go for the Green Wave with only 32 seconds. And Aubin's going to throw it again. Oh, he's hit. The ball still is able to find a receiver, and it gets across midfield. And what could have been an interception goes for a 23-yard gain.
First reception for Stephen Gittal.
Oh, that was a tough one right there. The clock does stop 24 seconds ago. And now
He got nailed as he threw that, though.
Raise your hand if you're impressed by number 15.
And they
Whoa.
snap the ball.
Whoa, timeout. What?
The direct snap into the ground to stop the clock, so it'll be a 2nd and 10 from the 47-yard line.
I was wondering what that was.
Trying to save their last time out here.
Now you know, Andrew, and it's a tough thing to pull. Everything is tough to pull off at this level. It's not Monday Night Football, like pooch punts, like everything. It's just tough to.
I think you realize how much practice goes into NFL
yeah.
stuff until
Yeah.
you're here watching high school stuff, wondering what did they do and why are they doing that? But here we go, a 2nd and 10 from the 47-yard line.
Empty backfield.
A Ryder, deep pass
Oh,
down the middle,
no.
and just barely misses Brett Davis. That would have been able to walk in for the touchdown. But
Little too much on that.
It looked like Dalton, Tyler Ford kind of let him go, but I have to say that was actually tight coverage. It's just, he had him. It looked like he would have let him, but good job on the, I think, man-to-man, I'd say. They're going man-to-man at this point, I would say.
Oh, here we go, a 3rd and 10, and you got to expect the same exact play. 12 seconds to go. There's, they have a kicker who I guess could make something happen, but same time, you're running out of downs, and you got to get a good 10 at least to 20 to at least. Oh, bad snap
another
again.
one.
This
Another one.
goes
Get there.
far back. Aubin.
Oh,
whoa,
wow.
big
And
hit,
you're allowed to do that, I thought.
and that will be a flag
Is
thrown.
that going the other way, too?
And now Central will recover it.
4 seconds.
What?
4 seconds to
What
go.
just happened?
Shocking, but recovery by Caden Preston.
Aubin overran that ball completely.
And we'll see what the flag is.
That
Unnecessary
penalty will be on
roughness.
Dover. Because that was,
That looked like one of the balls thrown out of a football throwing machine.
yeah, that was, maybe thought they were punting.
And now we got some waving of the field. Owen Kelly, we haven't said his name much, who's down there saying, yeah, the ball should be going this way.
I would concur.
And now referees
Definitely should
meeting
be.
together. We'll see what the
Are you allowed to just shove someone who's going for the ball?
I don't think so. I think that's a defenseless player.
personal foul on Dover.
Yeah,
so
that's definitely the right call.
penalty is declined. It'll be 1st down Central
I apologize.
from
on that.
about the 32-yard line.
He just-
So,
I got
I
fired up again.
Believe that was
Caden
number
Preston.
60 who got just bulldozed
Oh,
through,
yeah,
and I
okay.
don't think that was definitely not legal.
Yards are yards, though, but seconds are also, like,
Yeah,
Four
4
What
seconds.
do they have? 2 timeouts. They could probably do 1 play and call a timeout if they're efficient. You know.
Oh.
So they took a timeout for us. I appreciate
Yeah.
that game.
That went quick.
Sorry about
that
that.
one didn't even like
Sorry about that, Kyle.
stay around.
Why is that cord there? You know, I tripped over it. My
It's
bad.
okay. No, it's okay. We thankfully got a timeout there for Central, and now we have
It's always interesting with those batteries. Sometimes they stick around for a bit, and that one just went right out.
There was no warning on that whatsoever. So here we go with 4 seconds to go in this first half. A 14-6 lead by Dover. But we'll see what Caden Salvi can do with his arm. Maybe a hook and ladder. You know,
I think he might just chuck it here.
I think they're gonna run.
You think they're gonna
Really?
run?
Quick
Okay.
timeout is my idea.
With 4
Run
seconds.
quick timeout because they can just the running backs instructed go timeout. You know.
All right.
4 seconds just seems like just so little.
It is so little, Andrew. You're right. But it's 4.6, so
That's 0.6 could do something for us for sure.
yeah, you're probably right.
And
They're gonna
even
probably-
him getting those seconds back on the clock, because if he didn't, this half's over. They don't even have a shot to tie here.
Well, you
They're not even playing back. That's
see
surprising.
Owen Kelly, Ethan Holmes, Micah Hoffman. Good passing.
is.
The throw down the middle of the field. and
Okay,
it goes
no, they-
incomplete, and that will do it for the first half.
I would say Coach Ray has an arguing point here that there was still a couple points on that clock, but when everyone starts heading that way, though, it's tough to get the momentum together.
Well, an incomplete pass. At least the Little Green can get the ball in the second half, as they just had a long drive to get on the board.
So I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go fire up the team.
Well, thank you, Michael Gonzalez,
thank
for
you for
being here.
joining
We'll
us.
see you in the second half
I'll let
for
you know
sure.
how it goes.
And that will do it. We'll take a quick halftime break here from historic Gill Stadium. And Andrew Arnold and Kyle Heavey here for Manchester Public Television. We'll be back in just a little bit for the second half, but Green Wave leading the Little Green 14-6. Manchester Public Television, glad to be with you. And as the final seconds of halftime come out, And as the final 30 seconds of halftime comes off the clock, we are ready to go for the second half. Dover leading it 14-6. Kyle Heavey and Andrew Arnold here. Michael Gonzalez will be joining us in just a few minutes, and we are ready to go with the Green Wave going to be kicking it off, going right to left across your screen. Andrew, your thoughts on the first half?
That was a great first half. We had 3 touchdowns. Ryder Aubin brought one in 2:54 into the second quarter. Then another touchdown for Dover. That was on the hands of Bryce Carberry. That was 8 minutes and 37 seconds into the second quarter. And then towards the very end, Caden Preston brought one in 11:17 into that second quarter. So we had a scoreless first, and now we're at 14-6 to begin the third quarter.
Well, Green Wave kicking the ball, and a little pooch kick takes a good hop. It's still going this way and taken by Owen Kelly.
Here
Let's
comes
see
the
what Owen
return.
can do. Oh, it makes one man miss, another man finally gets him, and it'll be a 1st and 10 way back at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, that looked like it was going to be promising as soon as I saw.
And I apologize,
Jesus
that was not Owen
Rivera.
Kelly. Owen is a big, often wears the under white shirt here, and that was actually a number 9 in George Whitehead. So apologize, Owen. You will get the ball soon enough, and Whitehead seems to be having some issues with his jersey now, trying to get that back in. Good work by his teammate in number 4, Ali Kareem there to do it. But here we go, Owen Kelly right there on the screen, and now it's going to be a long drive here for the Little Green to finally get back on the board again.
83 yards.
And now, rumbling and tumbling for a good 4-yard gain is our boy, number 30, in Caden Preston.
An interesting thing we saw at the end of that first half, though, was the really, really bad snap from the center on Dover. Then Ryder Aubin overran that ball. And then a central player, I believe it was Mike Delorniers, got pile-drived, and that was a penalty on Dover. So Central had a shot to try to get more points on the board, but unfortunately there was only 4 seconds left. So definitely an interesting way to end that first half.
Preston getting the ball to the
Oh, look at
outside.
that.
The big run right there. That'll be good for a Central first down.
It's huge.
Able to motor his way all the way up to about the 37-yard line. So
But you know what? Seeing number 7 over there, we do have a name to that man. His name is Josh Stanley. We did get that over in the PA announcer's box, so thank you. Not sure why that's not on our roster, but thank
Well,
you to them for giving us that.
he just is given the double 7. He's the Phil Esposito, Ray Bork, 777 there. And I'm glad to get his name as he's been pretty good in this game. And another run to the near side this time by Preston, and he's able to get another 3 yards. So he's still able to get some movement here going forward. And now they're at least getting a good drive to start off the second half.
Yeah, you know, they've just... Central's had it weird kind of all night. You know, they haven't been dominant to one part of the play. They've run it a lot, but they've also had their fair share of passes, not like last week. We saw just a few passes from Spalding, but they've had their fair share.
Salvi's going to take it this time, but he is going to be finally brought down. And it looks like it was number 11 and Bryce Carberry, who again has had a heck of a game, being one of the tacklers there. And now we will have a 3rd down and 6. And we've seen a couple pass attempts, but really haven't been too impressed with Salvi's arm so far in this game.
No, he's had a couple good passes though. You got to give him credit. He's got a couple of good passes, but he's used definitely his legs a lot better than his arm tonight.
Well, kind of a weird play, but Preston able to run across midfield, still is rumbling, and he's finally brought down at the 47-yard line. Good.
That snap looks slow to you.
It was very
Yeah,
slow.
it looks like it's slow motion.
I actually was waiting for a penalty for like a false start or something, and thankfully it did not come.
Yeah, that was interesting, but hey, either way, they got the first down, and it's on the hands of Preston again, who might have over 100 yards rushing now.
I would say so, as you see him coming off the field, and he'll get some love from his teammates, some water here. Good job by teammate number 34 in Enoch Bongasimbo, able to give him some water. Good job by Enoch, the senior. And now here we go from the shotgun formation, and see if Wong gets the ball this time. Instead, it's going to be Holmes. Holmes is finally going to be brought down. Defensive lineman knew what to expect there.
And I don't even know what to call that play. Michael would definitely know if he was
Prohl
back, but
and Ariana DeLuca able to make the tackles there. You can see that play coming. You know, with Preston out there, you've seen this before. Holmes is going to get the handoff, direct handoff, and brought down. But hey, it was good still for 3 yards. And now a 2nd and 7, 8:30 remaining in this third quarter.
yeah, I definitely saw that coming.
And now look at this, run up the middle by Preston. It was
Whoa.
a little late. Look at that.
Whoa.
Personal foul is going to be on the Dover Green Wave, as Jacob Wong was thrown after the play.
Yeah, I thought that might have been just a little weird.
Oh, it said it's going to be a holding on the offense
So
of Central.
nothing on that push?
So nothing. Apparently, big Jacob Wong is just falling all over the field like that with no issue at all.
I thought for sure that was going to be on Dover for a unnecessary roughness or something like that.
Well, that will take it back to the Central territory, back at the 49-yard line, and that will make it a long 2nd and about 14.
Let's see. Yeah, that will be about exactly 14. Yeah, look at you. Math major.
If only my parents knew. I still, as much as I fought with them throughout my years. But here we go. Holmes in motion. Decides to go back, and looks like he's going to be blocking. Preston trying to get to the outside, and he gets to the 50-yard line, and that was about it. Tackled down by number 34 in Liam Gannon.
Now this is going to be a huge 3rd down here for Central, because I feel like they'd punt here if they don't get it.
Gannon fired up there on making that tackle, getting some love from his teammates, including number 47, Cohen Monahan. And wow, It's going to be a 3rd down and 13 from the 50-yard line. And Andrew, you could be on something. We'll see what happens here with this play if they're not able to get a 1st down.
Empty
It's gonna be a
backfield.
pass. Looking for a screen. It's going to go the other way. Owen Kelly tries to get around, pushed around, and is only able to get about 2 yards.
You
So
can tell as soon as that play happened that it was wrong because Coach Ray put his hands right on his head, and I'm sure he said something along the lines of, "What are you doing?" Because that looked like it was supposed to go across the field to Huffman, because he was one-on-one over there on the far side, and especially on a 3rd and long like that.
well, off the field comes a lot of players switching out. So coming to the bench includes Leighton Sargent and Caden Preston. And, well, here we go. Let's see if we get another pooch kick here.
If they do punt,
Promising drive. Got to 50. Look at this. What a guy. Michael Gonzalez
Ooh.
coming in with all the treats for us here.
look at that.
And now a kick. Oh, they're going to go for it. The long pass.
got him.
He's got the 1st down. And
Look at
what
that.
a great job there by Owen Kelly, able to get open. And now it'll be another 1st down at the 34-yard line for Central.
I mean, that was interesting. I thought for sure that they were going to kick that.
A 16-yard gain puts the Little Green still in good territory here in the Dover sideline. And it'll be another 1st and 10. And now looks like we have a whistle here. It'll be a timeout from Central. So you go from a great play to an unfortunate having to use a timeout with 6:44 remaining in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, so I'm back.
Welcome. Thank you
I
so
fi-
much for
I-
taking your trip over.
I fired up the team first.
You've done a great job for sure.
Did a good job. You can see they're coming out flying, and got the battery, and also a couple hot dogs. I feel like mustard would be the standard condiment of choice.
Can't go wrong with a little mustard on your hot dog, which,
Yeah, so-
Gill Stadium,
Yeah.
it does have some great hot
the
dogs.
the best hot dogs, guys.
Best hot dogs, which I guess we'll take turns trying to scarf these bad boys down.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
they are nice and hot. So,
It's a token of my appreciation for letting me come in here.
hey,
Thank you.
You've been a beneficial,
Who needs a 3rd quarter?
knowledgeable component to this broadcast today,
Thank
and
you.
we appreciate that. And give a shout out to your brother as well, as he's able to watch this game and give us some updates on what's going on here.
A
But
lot of moving parts, as Kyle Clayton would say.
absolutely. So 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Salvi gets the ball. He's going to run up the middle. Gets kind of bombasted by a couple Green Wave
That's
players.
Kyle Merrill. He read that just really way too easily. I mean, Salvi saw the hole, but Merrill looked like he kind of shifted one way and then saw Salvi running, and he just went right at him, and he only got a couple yards on that.
And Michael, we do have a number 7 name
Yeah, we
now.
do.
Joshua Stanley, who is also in the co-tackle on that play. So
It's not on our roster for some reason, but he is on the PA one.
yeah,
Be a
so
JV guy made his way
Yeah.
out.
well, either way, here we go.
Wow.
Preston finds a big hole, still on his feet, and is finally brought down. That helps that play for sure.
So when I walked in on that last passing play, I would say that was
As a 4th down.
found money right there. They got to take advantage of that. That right there is why the football angels out there exist. Like keep them in the game. So
Well, this will be a
they
big
got to take advantage.
3rd and 4 here for the Little Green, but again, we've already seen them go for it at 4th down from the 50-yard line. So we'll see what they decide to do as they are now down to the 27-yard line.
You're looking at the receiver again, aren't you, Andrew?
I am. I'm looking exactly at who I think the ball is going to go to.
Holmes in motion again, and Preston gets the ball. Can he get across? He will get
Looks
the
like he has,
first
yeah.
down.
That's huge. And this is now officially a really long drive. This is
We're going to cross 7 minutes before this next
Yeah.
play is finally snapped.
And if you're Jacob Mahoney on the end, number 6 as the wide receiver, you're kind of getting frustrated that that's your job, just to kind of.
yeah, but at the same time
but
you're waiting.
gonna make a play. It's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
you're waiting for that moment where he sees that the defense is going to read that run, and he's always still got to be ready for that pass play.
He has to be.
Well, here we go with a 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Gonna be a Preston run. Runs right into number 34, Liam Gannon, for the Green Wave, and he was able to stop him at about the 20-yard line, but still a good 4-yard gain on that run.
Number 4 made a great crackdown block right there. I have to give him a shout out for that one.
That would be Kevin Jacques. Oh, excuse me, wrong.
Looks like Leighton.
Leighton Sargent.
Just just your everyday lead block,
Wow.
Which
Salvi.
is hard.
Yeah, absolutely it is hard. And now getting into the red zone, and Little Green, as long as they can control this ball, no terrible turnovers, they feel
Stay the course.
momentum is on their side. They're now into an 8-minute-long drive here. Salvi.
It's okay. It's all right. Don't let that in.
That'll be a loss of 2 on that, as it looks like Preston just tried to make a cut, and this turf is, it's kind of tough. I know, Michael, you did not play on turf, or did you when you played here? Was it grass then, or was it turf?
It was grass. It's definitely a quicker feel, harder on the knees. Central's taken too long to get the play in, guys.
Yeah, they have.
And that's impacting what's going on. That's more underrated than you think. And I got to tell you, what do you think, Andrew? Are they going to throw here?
I would assume so. I mean, 2nd and 6,
It's third
take
down.
that shot.
Third and 9, I'd say.
Oh, it is
3rd and 9. You
Scoreboard.
need
Don't even
to
bother looking at the scoreboard.
and it's going to be a handoff. Preston
And
trying to get the outside.
Great block.
Running past a guy. There's
there's
going to be
the
a
flag.
flag for a hold, I'm going to assume.
Runs tough.
He does. He's a strong runner.
Strong legs.
He was taking on 5 Green Wave players right there.
I had 4, but yeah.
Either way, I mean, you got number 47 and Cohen Monahan
That's
and
why
Kevin Jacques, and now
Kyle, that's why football is such a tough game. If you're not off-season lifting right there, like those yards are won by that, or like Andrew, you know what I mean?
that's a lot of
Yeah.
deadlifts. That's a lot of squats. That's anything that you can do to keep your legs moving right there. And
calf pulls too. Like you gotta do those.
referee looks to be like it's gonna talk to the Dover coach about this.
They haven't really said what the penalty is yet.
Dover coach Eric Kumba. A lot of assistance for Dover as
yeah.
well, with Dave Lopez, Josh Droch, Chris Stamboulis, Justin Crowley, Matt Kimball, Gavin Schoon, John McGinnis, Anthony Gayhart, and Derek Del Vio. We'll just go with that.
Yep.
Athletic trainer Eric Goodman, and statistician Tommy Dandro.
I missed that. Can you go through that list again?
Please no.
That's
Please
a
no.
whole roster there of coaches.
Well, here
It's
we go.
fun, though,
3rd and 10 for the. Oh, we got
Another
a whistle,
flag.
and looks like.
Probably in balanced formation.
Let's see, referees get together, and this is.
Again, it's taking too long to get the play in.
Looks like it might be encroachment.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
Dead
Okay.
ball foul encroachment is what I heard.
That's what I thought, yeah. but they do need to brisk it up a little bit. I'd say, I think what's happening as a staff, it's hard to pick that perfect play.
They're giving too much time for Dover to react, though. That's the thing.
A 9-minute drive to start this second half. Incredible. It reminds me of the New England Patriots New York Giants second Super Bowl, where the Patriots had an 11-minute drive that would nothing. Hopefully the Little Green can do a little bit better on this. Sorry. And look, pass play. Nice little pass.
He's got Kelly.
Oh, look at
and
this.
he's got a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Look at
Oh,
that.
Kelly. A 20-yard pass play, and the Little Green now down 14-12. And you know they'll be going for a 2-point conversion here. Kelly, who is a tough kid, plays hockey, and great to see him out on the field. It's been a few weeks since we've seen him, and he's doing a little dab play. I don't know
Look
these
at
dancers.
that.
I don't follow the TikTok moves too much, but a pretty impressive array of moves that he's got going on there.
Well, we got Andrew here for that.
We got thank you, Andrew.
It's a 9-minute and 16-second drive.
Wow. And I'll tell
Incredible.
you, it's good to see a senior get in there. Let's the underclassmen know that if you work hard, you can get that touchdown too.
Wow, here we go. Caden Salvi with a sweet pass, just very nice spiral. And now Preston, can he get down? Oh, he is not able to do it. So unsuccessful on two-point conversions are the Little Green, and they still remain down 14-6, and not a good sign. Preston is down, still injured, and this is a huge loss, possibly. Coach Ray coming out as well as the trainer, and gosh,
Coach Ray's about to peel him up.
literally kind of.
No, it's not good when the coach comes out because then, you know, he's got to really assess his game plan going forward. When you have an impactful player that's on the skirts, what are you gonna, you got to decide what you're gonna go with.
Rolling back on his chest or on his stomach here,
This
or
might not be
backside.
good.
And injuries, there's a lot more attention on injuries this day and age, right? So you got to really play it right as a coach.
You know, you gotta wonder if he's got his limbs moving, so obviously it's really good, but it's looking like she's working on his knee to hamstring.
So back in my day, they did push-ups for every point that they got. Is that still a thing?
You know what? Some schools do it. Central,
I feel like they're getting
Memorial,
it
and West, I really haven't seen them be doing push-ups this year. And that's an unfortunate thing, as now Coach Ray has asked for a couple of his players to come over. That would be a Trevor Wong and a Ali Kareem, who are going to help try to get their star running back in Preston back on his feet.
Yeah, he might be done for this game.
And every
by
team
the looks
has
of it.
two players that do that. Go out and pick the people up.
And you see he is not able to.
Oh man.
Yeah, this is unfortunate.
Now we have
more
some
people
more.
coming out.
You hate to see it in general, even if it was any team, any player. It's just such a tough game,
They're like carrying him.
We got Desmond Husfeld,
Ooh.
as well as I believe that might be a Gavin Courier out there as well.
Looks like a leg injury, Andrew.
Yeah, that's because I don't think he's walking under his. Oh, it looks like he is now, but he definitely was not walking under his own power.
This is when the cheerleaders go into give that man a hand, I believe.
And still, he is not able to get over to the trainer's table, as now going to be carried out. And now the kickoff team goes out onto the field. Delay a game here as
Bittersweet drive, I'd say.
Yeah.
very bittersweet to know the 2-point conversion unsuccessful, and
So
Kerry
pivotal.
Whitehead as well. He's going to sit on the bench here.
So
and,
important to the offense, too.
We'll keep your eyes on that as we'll go back to the play at hand. Kickoff team again down there at about the 35-yard line and getting ready to kick from left to right across your screen. Let's see the wind on their side, and look
Great
at this
kick.
good kick right here. Handled at about the 3-yard line,
Kick 44.
and Brett Davis trying to get outside. He runs into a man, and he's going to be brought down at about the 18, 19-yard line.
Yeah, that was great effort though by Jaden Lesko. Looks like he was just moving too fast for his own feet. He kind of like overran that. I mean, if he had stayed there, he would have blown him up. But he looked like he just overran it and wasn't ready to get back to make the tackle.
Well, the referees will mark him at the 20-yard line, so
How about the quarterback making the tackle on kickoff?
Yeah.
Like, that's amazing.
it's pretty impressive what
Do what you got to do, right?
the pride of Central is pretty prevalent here for this Little Green squad. They practiced together. They did the hot chip challenge together.
Did they?
I know Kyle Clayton knows a little bit about that as well.
Yeah, that hurts,
Yeah, that hurts a lot, and it's been a lot of tears and a lot of laughs. A little high snap again, but Davis going to be wrapped up in only about a 1-2 yard gain there.
Yeah, there's no way I'd be able to do that.
I have one actually. My other surprise was I have that, and we'll be doing that between the third and fourth quarter.
Yeah, we'll put it in Andrew's hot dog
boy.
here and see how he, the mustard, how that works with that.
Yeah, I've seen that thing on all over the internet. That is just, oh man.
Yeah, right.
Well, we are just have 2 minutes remaining in this third quarter,
It
and
really puts into perspective how long of a drive that was.
it re-
9
really,
minutes and 16 seconds.
I mean, Central had the ball for 3/4 of the third quarter. So
Just watch out for 11.
right in Auburn looking to
Whoa,
go the other
there he
way. What a great play. Can he be tackled? Oh, good job wrapping him up and making some reckless wrestling type moves there. And that's your boy and Micah Hoffman there.
Yeah, he's quick. it's weird seeing these kids just grow up from 8th grade to senior year. It's like, that was awesome.
What just happened?
Where'd all the time go?
And now it'll be about a 3rd and 3 here for Dover. It'll be a great stop if Central can manage something. Looks like they do have a player open. Yeah, I could see that. Oh,
wow.
He does not
great.
complete the pass. I was watching him the whole entire time. He was wide open. There was no one on him. And unfortunately, or fortunate for Central, Brett Davis was just not able to reel that in because that would have been an easy first down.
He got blown up anyway, though.
I was watching Ethan, number 12, go, like the whole play, and he looked like he intimidated that drop, to be honest. That receiver's like, oh boy.
Yeah, he definitely heard some footsteps coming.
Ethan Senza was the one that you're speaking of.
I wouldn't be so secure about this punt, guys. You know, it's
Yeah.
just 2 yards. It is high school football, so.
Well,
Gotta
only
just field it.
minute 15 to go, and basically, let's see how the snap is.
Whoa.
High kick up in the air, going to be bounce at the 49, gets across to Central territory, and now taken at about the 44-yard line. So a net kick about 30 yards.
Knock, knock, guys. Open the door, because it's time to walk through it here.
I see if they do another 9-minute drive here, that would put them in the lead with very little time left in the game. 1 minute, 4 seconds to go in this quarter. And Andrew, you gotta be excited here to see if Central can do another drive and get them in the end zone. But again, we still see Preston not out there.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be tough.
And
you know,
I'd like to see number 3 get the ball. The guy who just scored the touchdown. That was
Owen Kelly, yeah.
I'd like to see more of that, but
Big
I also
power
want them
receiver.
to run. So it's like a predicament, you know.
Well, empty backfield here. Looks like it's going to be
At this point, you have to.
5 wide. Oh, here we go. Getting around.
and around and trying to get a. Oh,
Good speed.
we got a
Might
flag
have a
thrown
hold
there.
Just deflating, unfortunately.
The run played there by number 6 and Jacob Maloney.
That's a few plays they've done that with Jacob, hasn't it?
Coach Ray, arms out in the air, like, are you kidding me? No flag? Is this what they're saying? Yeah, flag been taken away. So
wow.
it'll be a 2nd down.
A slippery flag, I think it's called.
The clock is stopped still at 58 seconds. So
Yeah.
interesting to see that Central was able to gain about 5 yards on that play. So it'll be 2nd and 5.
They hold on to this ball for the rest of the quarter. They would have had it for, let's do some math here, 10 minutes and 20 seconds of this 12-minute quarter.
We'll see what the last 58 seconds brings. Hopefully, no turnovers again, as Salvi's going to run up the middle, but he is being grabbed by his legs. I will give love to number 54 in Benjamin Grius, who was able to make
player
that
down,
tackle. And
unfortunately.
not another, and this is big here.
It's not.
It is number 75.
Oh, that's your guy, Michael.
Barbie,
Well, it's our
Nicholas
guy.
Barbie, the sophomore. And that's incredible to think how big he is as a sophomore. And the trainer, who's already been busy with Caden Preston, has to come out. And Coach Ray's got to come over and check on him as well. And this is huge right now as Central has stayed in this game down 14-0 and is able to come back on a couple drives. Basically, the last 2 drives have been scoring drives. And this is going to be a tough one if he is not able to come back into the game. Coach is telling the players to go to the sideline right now, as this is not
boy.
a good sign one bit.
Such a tough position. Such a tough position.
Referee, you see him right there, and able to sit up. And this is a good sign. He's able to get up on his own feet, and
Good job,
he
buddy.
wasn't expecting that one bit.
Not me. Me neither. Good job, Barbie.
You need some strong guys if you're going to get him up. As get some love from
Get it.
Salvi.
Sometimes a pep talk can, fix an injury.
Well, trainer's got very magic for this Central squad. She's in her 2nd year here,
Appreciate that.
and he will take a seat on the bench as well. Looking around, Caden Preston, do you guys see him anywhere down there
I
on the
do.
bench?
Yeah, he's standing right there.
He's holding his helmet. He's still equipped. He looks like he's walking it off, and just don't count any of these guys out. Central football, baby.
Yeah, he's right down. You see Darwin Tyler False, number 8, kneeling with
Yes.
the pink shirt. He's right to the left of him.
Oh, there we go. I got him now with the multicolored socks here. One pink and one green. And now here we go. A 3rd and 5, clock running just 25 seconds ago. Salvi gets the ball. It's going to be handoff and trying to get to the outside. His jersey being pulled. And Coach Ray not pleased as he did not hit the hole like he was supposed to. Something what we've seen Preston do all day long. And that run play by Trevor Wong. That will end the 3rd quarter. And a tough way to end the quarter with a couple injuries here.
Dover had that football for a minute and 40 seconds.
A minute 40 seconds out of 12 minutes.
That's
And
just...
Andrew, you are quite a mathematician.
Oh, if you watch these broadcasts, I don't know if that's quite true.
you
I
know,
expect to see Barbie number 75 back in the game. It looked like he got rolled up on. That's a classic thing as a lineman. It's one of those things that it takes about 10 plays to get over.
well,
He won't be happy tomorrow, but.
Coach Ray, I think, just announced that if we win, no practice tomorrow.
Did he say that?
That's what I'm going to assume because that was a lot of cheering. And we'll see what these last 12 minutes of the game will be. Dover scoreless in the second half so far. Still leading it, though, 14-12.
I have a feeling there's no practice tomorrow, but maybe Monday would be a nice day off.
Monday is a holiday, so they will not have school. But, sports is his own little thing. So, we'll see what happens here.
The trust between a head coach, though, and the players, like that little stuff, you got to keep it fun. It can't be all, like tense. It has to be fun. He has to make a joke here and there. You have to keep it light because otherwise, practice is awful. But the games are what you get up for. And, like, if those are hard, this is fun for a competitor. But as a coach, you get a kind of guy, hey, what'd you have for dinner tonight? Type of thing,
Well, the good news is that both teams didn't have to travel too far as the ball is at the 48-yard line. And now here we go with a 4th down and 4. See if Central can do it again. The ball, Preston back out there. He's pushing, but it might be stopped. Changang is definitely going to have to come out.
It's not, I don't think.
I got green jerseys saying yes and white jerseys saying no.
Well, you're going to get that from time to time.
Oh, looks like Caden
Salvi's
Salvi
saying
is
yes.
very much thinking that they have it. Referees call the timeout and the Changang.
What do you think,
will
guys?
be moving out there. I think they
couldn't
have
tell.
it. I think
they
have it.
Okay. It's hard. It's hard to tell momentum because momentum can go a little farther.
Well, you guys got the binoculars. I got the camera zoomed in as far as I can, and now it's to see. And it's a first down Central.
They got it.
Is crucial, Andrew.
They got it. Look at that.
You see Micah Huffman jumping up in the air, celebrating.
But you know what that is? That's the push of Caden Preston because as soon as he got stopped, I initially thought there was no way he got that.
That's hard.
But he used his strength and his legs especially to get those extra yards and get that huge first down.
Would you say when you've been there, done that, you have that kind of mental edge?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he knew as soon as he got stopped that he was going to get that first down no matter what.
Just getting it, yeah.
The band being loud, the cheerleaders
Look at
being
him
loud.
go. Look at him.
Here he goes. Oh,
Ball protection. Great seal block on the end there.
it's a good tackle by Brett Davis, too. Give credit to that.
See, he is
He was
not.
important.
He's still feeling a little bit of that injury on that 2-point conversion that was unsuccessful, but he's back out here for this 4th quarter, and it's
You ride what you got, you know what I mean? And this is the guy, and
as he comes off the field here, and you've got to think that it's going to be a handoff to Ethan Holmes, or maybe even a pass play. It'd be kind of nice to see a 2nd and 6 with 11 minutes to go in this game.
This is the time to take a pass play is on 2nd down.
Well, you only see Micah Hoffman out there. Looks like it's going to be a run. This is going to be stacked, and
you can
Coach
tell.
Ray throws his hat way up in the air. Good job by Liam Murphy to
That
catch
was his
that.
headset.
Oh, that was his headset.
I thought that as soon as I saw something going in the air, I initially thought flag. Wait a minute, that's not yellow.
I think it
not
was his
flag.
headset as well.
Yeah.
Now, if you're Barbie on the sideline, you're feeling like, oh, I just want to get in there, but you can't overdo it. It's
No,
like-
definitely don't want to overdo it.
Was it-
Especially players talented as he is, definitely don't push it.
Right, I agree. What do you think?
Preston comes out on the field.
Micah time?
Well, it's 3rd and 11, so you got to.
Just send him a deep and throw it up.
I think you got to throw it at this point.
You got Ethan Holmes and Kelly going to the
I'd
far
like to see
side.
Kelly.
Here's
get
the empty
ball there.
backfield.
Owen's got some room there, so we'll see what Salvi decides on. It's going to be a screen,
Screen.
Oh,
and
wow.
it's going to be lit up. Wonderful
Wow.
job by
Number
number
11.
11.
Just all over
Wow,
the place.
Bryce Carberry.
Yeah, that wasn't very smart. That was just asking, and especially on Preston, who's already been taken out of this game multiple times. He lined that hit up and just drilled Preston.
Some players, Andrew, are just unblockable too. Like,
Yeah.
he's having a game. Would you say?
Oh, Bryce Carberry is having a great game.
He might be in my lead for player of the game, in my opinion, so we'll see what happens.
I have him
Oh,
at
yeah.
36% right now.
Third,
It's time to start thinking about that.
You gotta start, each one of us, player of the game, will just make that decision after this game. But here we go with the punt. First punt for Central in this
Great
game.
job.
And a great end over end. But
That's
it
the
takes
second one, though.
another bounce for the Green Wave.
Guys, this is fun.
Yeah, this is a good game.
Trevor Wong able to take that ball, and it'll be 1st and 10 at about the 22-yard line.
Remember, though, Central did punt once in this game. It was Caden Salvi who punted from the shotgun
That's
position.
right, I forgot about that.
So that was a weird, kind of a weird one, but that was a
Unorthodox
punt.
pooch kick, I always remember, if trivia for you guys, New England Patriots, who's the longest punter in Patriots history?
Tommy Tupa?
Matt Castle.
Oh, wow, really?
Matt Castle pooch kicked, got the jet stream in Buffalo, and was able to kick a 74-yard punt.
Good.
That's
Lord.
amazing.
I would have said Ryan Allen.
Oh, look at this. Oh, just barely missing that.
Yeah, but
Ryan.
now look at that.
The ball comes out. Can they recover it? Oh, it's going to be
It's-
taken by Ryder. And
Like, that's what great players do, right? They do stuff like that. They make, wow.
Ryder Aubin able to make a big run there. The play was almost blown up in the backfield, but instead able to lose the ball and recover it, and it'll be a new set of downs here in the central side of the 49-yard line.
I like how he walks to his sideline like nothing. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Like, he's like, yeah, whatever,
No stress,
Well,
I'm
what
here to
happened,
impress.
happened.
No stress, I'm here to impress. So here we go.
He definitely has some.
Under
though.
9 minutes to go in this game. The handoff. End around, trying to get to the outside. He's gonna gain some yards. And a good little run there by Brett Davis again.
Again, they're riding their core guys, and why not?
They're certainly fresh. They've had a lot of time on that sideline for their offense. Seeing out.
I'd say 15, 11, 30, 13 are their main. Every time they're getting the ball, I'd say.
Central band and color guard doing a great job below us. That was a little loud, but I had to turn them down.
That was hit me with your best shot, right?
Turn down for what?
And here we go. 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Ooh, good jump on 12.
Can he get blocked? He makes the line of scrimmage. Ball comes out again. It looks like, we'll see.
Wait for the
Oh,
ruling.
no, it looks like they have the ball.
Is that 4 now? 4 missed fumble opportunities? They've recovered on
Well,
offense?
Dover fumbled the ball 6 times in the first half in their loss
Wow.
to Spalding. That's main probably reason why Spalding won that game. 6 times in the first half. They fumbled quite a few times against Memorial. I think it was 3 in that first half when
Guys,
we were there.
Lost it down. Lost a yard on that, so it'll be 3rd and 6.
Junior number 12, Ethan Sinaska, is a beast right now. He's blowing up his blitzes. Like, he's coming off the edge. And he's making
Oh,
things
high
happen.
snap. He falls to the ground. That play's going to be dead. And that will make for a 4th down for Dover. And
What a turn of events.
that's a big loss. That would bring it back to about a 4th and 14. And Dover will bring out their punt game. And Central, with 7:05 remaining in this game, have a chance to possibly get a victory if they are able to make this happen.
Just like you said, though, Michael, that center, it's been in his head all game ever since that
Andrew,
first
is
bad
that
snap.
4, Andrew?
That is 4. That's 4 bad snaps this game, and you said it earlier that it was going to be in his head because that's not just something that you can forget about.
Waiting to kick it. Finally sends it down.
He's taking it. He's
Got
taking
it
it.
caught, and
Risky business.
Really, really risky.
Very risky, and now the ball will be about the 16-yard line.
Can't believe we didn't see a fair catch.
At the same time, I give Owen credit because if that ball had taken a bounce, who knows, they could have downed it at about the inside the 5-yard line.
That's one of those plays where he has the liberty to make a play if he wants to go for a throw, but he can't wait till the lineman get too far downfield, so he had to punt at that point. You saw the delayed punt.
Yeah.
Definitely did, and that was a smart move to kill some more time on the clock. So 6:34 to go in this game. Central down 2 points. Don't really have a kicker to kick the field goal, so they will have to go for the touchdown. And now, here we go. Great game here, Central and Dover. Glad to be with you here on Manchester Public Television. Michael Gonzalez, Andrew Arnold, and Kyle Heavey here with you for the final few minutes of this matchup.
Yeah. Hold on tight, because this is going to be a good finish.
Buckle your seatbelts, get your popcorn ready, and let's get ready to rumble.
Hold on, yep.
It's a 2-point ball game.
Sure is.
Well,
you're all about the math today. I like it.
Touchdown puts this game into the hands of Central. Even a field goal, although I doubt we'll see one with this wind and kicking game. 6 minutes to go, though.
Hey, Coach Ray has a bag of tricks, and we'll see if he opens it up to make something happen.
I heard that, actually.
And now another run game. Preston
lowered his shoulder and just bulldozed through his defender.
Those are hard to tackle when guys just do that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, as soon as he drops that shoulder,
and that makes the next run even more effective.
3rd and 1 now, so it's going to be a big 3rd down. 5:30 to go in this game. And
loud "Let's go Central" chant.
And guess who just stood up off the bench? And
I do see him right there.
I could see it maybe happening.
We'll see if Nicholas Barbie is just up cheering for his team or if he's going to come back on the field. That'd be a huge morale booster. A run up the middle, that'll be good for a 1st down. And still on his feet, able to get across the 30 and finally brought down at about the 32-yard line.
I'd hate to not mention number 72 again. Jacob Wong.
Yeah.
What a great seal block that was. Like, he just absolutely trucked the guy over again.
Offensive line is making this game happen, and they have been all night long.
They have to keep running, right? Am I wrong?
No, you are absolutely.
I feel like they really should.
The issue that we have is we only have 5 minutes to go in this game, so we'll see what happens.
They got to do it quick.
Got it up to the 32. Another handoff. Oh, he's going to be wrapped up. That is a big man that he just ran into for the Dover Green Wave. Wait for him to get from the bottom of the pile to get exactly the number as his teammates are helping him up and giving him some love. And I believe that's number 71 for the Dover Green Wave who was able to make that tackle, and that's Jay Gagne.
Yeah, that was easy read for Dover there. But, Central got 3 more downs to try to make this happen.
Jay Gagne, as well as number 51, Matthew Proul, doing a good job on that defensive line for Dover. So it's going to be a big, long 2nd down here.
Now down to 4 minutes.
And, again, you got to go forwards. You can't go backwards. And the clock is ticking. We know the arm does work. Another run play. He's going to be stuffed. And, again.
Now you got to throw it.
Now you do a hitch. You do a quick hitch. You get that one-on-one coverage. If they give that to you, you just get that 1st down, short-handed, and then you kind of dive forward for the, you know how it's done, Andy.
Yeah.
As we have a big jet flying overhead. Good luck to those people on their vacations or returns home. And now here, 3:30 to go, and another 3rd down. This time a 3rd and 7, and Salvi gets the ball. Got to give it up to Preston.
They got room.
Trying to get the outside.
They get the block.
He makes a spin move, and it's going to be
4th and
down.
short, though.
It's enough. It's a great run by Preston again.
And now we have another Central player who's dealing with some injuries, able to get up quickly, though. Pretty impressive by Jacob Maloney.
This place is fired up right now. I can hear it through my headset from down, I think to the left of us is where all the fans
It is to the left.
They're fired up.
Yes, it's definitely to the left, I think.
And a big 4th and 2.
Yeah, there's nothing over
Owen
there.
Kelly out on the field, as well as
play of the game, right?
Caden Salvi able to get the call.
I want to call timeout.
See what Dover does. Oh,
Yep,
we do
there
have
it
a
is.
flag
Oh.
thrown.
Usually that's not good for offense.
I
Is
don't-
that going to be
I don't know what that referee sign was.
encroachment?
It is on them. Yep. Wow. Maybe too many men on the field, I'm saying.
I know. I
Or
guess the
icing
flag
again.
is picked up again, so
Oh,
twice.
Slippery flag.
4th and 2.
For the second time.
It looked like
tonight.
the referee had washed his hands and was trying to air dry. That's
It
what it
does.
looked like to me.
It's hard, though, too.
All right, 4th and 2. Holmes in motion.
Yeah.
Oh, he jumps
we
across.
Got
There it
it.
is.
Got it. That is
Yeah.
huge.
Look at that.
Look at that. Even
Bryce Carberry, who we've been talking great about all game long, jumps over the line, and that will be a first down, Little Green, with 2:19 to go in this
That
game.
is exactly what they did not want to do.
No. Encroachment.
Free first down.
if you watch Desmond Hoffield, number 76 on the sideline, he's a great dancer. I've been really impressed by his moves and enthusiasm. Would you agree enthusiasm's a
Oh,
lot?
yeah. He is
Andrew?
just a freshman, though, so he's definitely trying to,
Yeah.
make his mark.
Yeah.
First and 10 from the 44. Preston gets
There
the
he goes.
handoff
Again.
with some steam, gets across midfield, and is dropped at about the 49-yard line.
Now Central's going to start having to take their timeouts, though.
Owen Kelly made another great block. He didn't want to extend it because he did. It's hard. You can get a holding penalty easily as a receiver.
Absolutely.
But he got the block done, and he kind of, you never want to put your hands up. That's
No.
the first thing you don't want to do.
Well,
So he did great.
Kelly
there.
in motion as well as Maloney.
Maloney.
And now, second down. Gonna be Preston.
Oh, that's
Tries to do the
it.
stiff arm.
Another
and
Now
he's
that's
gonna
gotta
go
be a
backwards.
Guess who?
And that's a big, big tackle there.
Guess who?
I'm not sure if that was Carberry
It's
or
11.
It's a Carberry.
That's
He's
Carberry.
so good.
Made
Jackson-
up for his mistake.
Jackson Carroll out there celebrating as well, as that was a big
Quick
big
off that
loss.
edge. Quick off that.
clock. Still running down to 1:20.
Yes. Ooh. Here we
And
go.
boy, it's going to be a 3rd and 12 here.
I say with
Clock's still running,
3
too.
timeouts, why not, regroup? I don't know. I'm not a coach, so.
Yeah, those days are over for the time being.
It is. You're right.
And now, 60 seconds to go in this game.
He's going to air this out.
Salvi gets some motion,
Oh,
throws
throws it out.
downfield. It's caught.
No.
Oh,
no.
it's incomplete by Owen Kelly. I thought had it for a moment.
So did I. It looked like it was
see
in his hands.
A lot of white jerseys around him, including, Liam Gannon was there, as well as the number 11 Bryce Carberry, and number 5 Jackson Carroll, and now here we go, back to another 4th and 12, guys.
This is where coach comes out.
And
It says, who wants to make a play?
calls timeout, and he's out there in his
Yeah.
huddle with his offense. And
This is going to decide the game.
I agree, Andrew.
53 seconds to go. You want to keep this drive alive. Obviously, you still have a long ways to go. If you're looking at things, it's still 58 yards to the end zone with
2
58
timeouts.
seconds to go. Obviously, you got the strength of Preston still, who has got mobility. But again, I think Dover at this point has been able to figure out your plays. And like you said, Michael, it's going to be who is going to be there to make the play.
They're throwing, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so you got to go to the senior number 3 is what I would say. He's got the touchdown. Owen Kelly, give him the ball.
Give him the ball. And Coach Ray comes off, gives his number 6 Maloney some love here
But the
out
Lions,
in the helmet.
the Lions got to hold their ground too. Don't be surprised if they blitz right now.
And here we go. He had a lot of time to throw that ball in that last
Here
play.
we go.
Watch out for 11.
Let's see if, nope, no encroachment. The throw is there.
got him.
Is
Got
there.
it.
He's saying complete,
That
and that
is
is good for a first down.
Incredible.
Look who that is.
46 seconds to go.
Who was
and
it?
finally, we get Micah Huffman.
Your speedster.
Good
Micah
job.
Huffman able to make that great hands on that play. He gets some love from Ethan Holmes. And
I'm fired up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That was extending
That
the
was
game,
huge.
right, Andrew?
That was exactly who wants to make a play, who hasn't gotten a ton of targets tonight. Micah Huffman made a great catch on
My
the
God,
sideline.
goes, I do.
Mike has been ready all game. Now
Here
with
we go.
46 seconds. Ball at the 45-yard line.
All right, Andrew, what are we doing? We running?
Well,
Passing
no one in
the
the
ball away?
backfield.
He's going to that right side.
Let's keep it rolling.
He's going for the far side. Looking. The ball is
Going
up in the
deep.
air.
What I say.
Throw,
Oh,
and it's going
a-
to be incomplete.
Nope.
Wow.
A great Oh, it's going to be a hit. It looks like it might be a helmet-to-helmet personal foul. We'll see what Owen Kelly gets flagged for.
So I hate to say it, the ball was going to be caught, and the guy did interfere
that's what
with
you
him.
had to do.
But you got to keep the ball, too. You don't want to go head-to-head ever on purpose. These things happen. That's why tackle football is tackle football.
Samuel Gruby was going to be the one to intercept that pass.
I thought for sure that ball was intercepted.
So it did hit the ground, correct?
It did hit the ground, so it will not be a interception.
So what's worse, first and 25 or nothing, you know?
Owen Kelly comes back to the line. And
that was just kind of a decision that he had to make. I think he made the right one, just freeing that ball up, not having an interception.
Well, the referee.
That's why you're here learning as you go, Andrew. It was definitely not the right one, but
did he go helmet to helmet, or did he go to the body? Because that depends.
Definitely didn't mean
personal
to.
foul on, well, they're only going to say Central, so that will.
So I'd like to demonstrate on Andrew what happened.
Depends on if you went helmet to helmet.
Well,
but if he went to the body to free the ball up, then I believe that's fine. But if he went right to the helmet, then that's definitely not the right one.
Well, I don't know if he did it on purpose. I think he was like, oh, don't get the ball. You know what I mean?
And back they go to the 40-yard line of Central. So the 15-yard penalty.
That's a big one.
Makes it a 1st and 25 now.
But again, what would you rather have?
38 seconds to go in this ball game. Central down to 14-12, and now more pressure on them. But I feel like with the speed, we'll see if anything's possible here.
I'm gonna say hook and ladder.
You might as well do some Boise State.
Yeah.
You know, do something to really make something happen. Coach Ray talking to his quarterback, Caden Salvi, who, as a sophomore, has plenty of time to learn from his mistakes and have a good couple years here. And we'll see if the sophomore can make some magic happen here at Gill Stadium tonight.
Watch the edge. Here it comes. There it is, a hitch. Good
and
play.
Huffman
Good
makes
move.
the guy move.
Oh, wow, look at this.
That's just
out of bounds.
That's just
There's the
And
flag.
the flag, too.
An equalizer penalty right there. Andrew, this is crazy.
This is amazing. 32.5 seconds to go in this game, and now we'll see what the official has to say. Andrew, get the officials' names here. I didn't. You have it on your phone. You didn't tell us.
I did. I told us in the beginning, but we've had
a lot of flags, and you need his name more, bud.
John Reardon, the referee, the umpire David Prue, head linesman John Andrick, line judge Chris Davis, and the back judge Bob Zucchero.
Who's your MVP for referees?
Ooh.
You know what?
Reardon?
I got to say, Reardon
Yeah,
has done a
killing
very
it.
good job, and he's the
killing
name
it.
of my high school principal. So
He's doing great.
Not the same guy, though.
And we needed that
We
call,
got an
too.
injury right now?
Looks like we have a player down for Dover, and I don't know if this is Brett Davis. I do see a 0, and the trainer for Central, who's been very busy on her own sideline, is there to take care of the Green Wave player. And now, wow, with 32 seconds to go.
They signaled that penalty what it was, by the way?
I didn't
It was
see
a
it.
hit after the whistle. I
Yeah, it
think.
was a
That's
personal
what I
foul,
thought.
so-
Okay.
Kyle, have you been able to catch the guy in the green, the fan? Sometimes fans can make a huge difference.
Look at that.
And he's been very enthusiastic, and I just want to give him a shout out. I think his name is Green Man.
Oh, I did see him when I came in. Unfortunately, the angle that I have, I can't get him. So
But people could picture it. He's in a green outfit.
Yeah, he is in an all-green
It's just-
suit.
It's good to
Look at
see
that.
that stuff, though. You know, like, this is what it's all about. High school football, camaraderie, brass instruments, cheerleaders, and just music and us, you know?
Yeah, you're right, Kyle. That's Brett Davis.
an absolutely beautiful night here on this 63 degrees still here on this Friday, October 7th. And now with the ball being moved up to about the 32-yard line, 32 seconds ago, it's been kind of impressive to know that the yardage left for Central and the time of the clock have been pretty much the same over the last at least 25 seconds.
You know if Central takes the lead here, this place is about to go crazy.
Well, let's see what Caden Salvi can do. Gets the ball. Sees a man
Oh,
open
he's got it.
downfield. He's got it.
Did he get it?
Let's see it. They're marking it as a catch.
Did it?
Wow.
It is close.
I did not think he had it, but the clock.
boy.
Get up on the line and go.
27 seconds to
Coach
go.
Ray knows this could be a tight one.
now a first and
Yeah,
goal from the
Dover's
7-yard line.
Happy.
Oh, that was looked like an incomplete pass. Oh,
Yeah, and now it's an official play. So when you do that, guys, you rush to the line, they can't go back and change time. They can only change time on one play. Now, if you're Oliver Jaquez, what are you thinking?
Oh, God.
Are you like, hey, I can do this, coach?
unbelievable.
I don't know, honestly.
21 seconds ago, 7 yards from getting their first victory of the year. And this has been a great game. Michael Gonzalez,
so
I
fun.
thank you
Wow.
for bringing this central love and
I love
passion to this broadcast booth tonight, as it's certainly been definitely a wonderful thing to hear from.
I got to credit Andrew, to be honest.
Well, it's good to hear that
Comes to
yeah.
play.
comes to play, and here we are.
And here we are, guys.
Here we go.
A second and goal here from the 7-yard line. Preston, a pass play.
That's
Let's
not a
see.
bad play. If
No,
you're
it's not.
Incomplete pass. It was attempted to Owen Kelly.
He took a shot, too. Like, he got crunched when he threw that.
So now it's third.
And 7. Well,
No,
third and goal.
Yeah, third and goal, because they did have that spike.
Yeah.
Now, if he doesn't get it, do you put the game in the hands of Oliver Jaquez, Kyle? Do you?
Oh, I like Preston up the middle. Jaquez for the 3.
Oh God, that would be something.
Do it.
What do you got for timeouts left? Two
Yeah.
left.
Let's
Yeah,
be
we're going
honest.
to use one here.
Sometimes it's
Because this is
time.
it. This is third and goal.
That's why they give you 3 points for it.
Oh, boy. Oliver Jaquez could be
I'm nervous. Can you imagine the butterflies?
that's going through.
Number 35. Where are you? I don't see. I see him. I see him. People are talking. Look at. They're talking to him. They're pumping him up. They're patting him on the helmet. That's a good
Yeah,
sign.
that might
He's
be.
isolated too. He's stretching out. Kyle on the right.
Oh, yeah, I do see
He's
that.
stretching out. People are coming up to him. Oh boy, look at. They're literally coming up to him. This is amazing. Andrew, you
Oh
called it.
boy, this.
He's like, I got this. I got this.
There's
Could
no
it be
kicking that from to warm up on though.
Junior. Been there, done that.
Oh man, this could.
He's up. Oh, people are coming up. There he goes. He's warming up, guys.
Oh.
They're going to do it now on third down, possibly, in case of a botched snap. Is that a
Look
classic
at
move?
this.
No.
No, we are definitely going to go for the end zone first.
See, coach has got his hand on his shoulder. This is happening, Andrew. Here we go.
Caden Salvi tries to get it on third down. The
boy.
throw up in the
He's
air.
got it. He's got it.
Touchdown!
Touchdown!
Look at the
Look at
celebration! The celebration at Gill Stadium tonight.
Wow.
Look at the green guy. He's going nuts.
He's on top of the
He
dugout.
Oh, my goodness. It's pandemonium, Andrew.
Wow.
Catch by Jacob Maloney.
Feel my goosebumps.
Able to make this an 18-14 lead.
Wow.
Maloney has to go back and get his helmet. He's so excited, giving some high fives to the fans here. And wow, what a game with 14 seconds to go.
Who's happier than number 35, huh?
Wow.
He's like, I don't have to kick it. Good.
Coach Ray out there still yelling at his players, and Caden Salvi needs to get the play for the 2-point conversion.
Coach Ray has had a heck of a job calling this game today. From the game plan to the execution, kudos to Ryan Ray right now.
But that officially makes Caden Salvi my player of the game. Having to come into this game, a tough opponent, starting quarterback as a sophomore, led your team.
Oh, end around. Ohm's going to be wrapped up and brought down, and that will do it. So over 3 on the 2-point conversions tonight, but 3 touchdowns to put them in the lead, 18-14. You can see the celebrating players. They don't care that they didn't make that 2-point conversion. They still have the lead, guys.
And so here's another math stat for you here, Michael.
Okay.
Central had that ball in the second half out of the 24 minutes for 18 minutes and 18 seconds. That is why they just took the lead in this ball game and possibly have won it. They had the ball for 18 minutes and 18 seconds of that 24-minute second half.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, they need to stop him for 14 more seconds, correct?
That is
Yes.
correct.
Okay, good, okay.
So
Thank you.
they can't kick a field goal. They need to go for a touchdown. So this could be
Yeah.
an interesting bands on the field type play here.
It kind of makes me nervous, to be honest. I just wish the game was over as a Central fan.
You've seen this in a lot of movies over the years. You know that you think that you got the win, you're celebrating, and
Andrew, would you think a squib kick would be appropriate right now?
I'm kicking along.
I'm going for it long, yeah, too. Just because you want to get that ball out of there. Like he said, they can't go for a field goal. They need a touchdown here, so they're going to need some kind of.
Plus, Jerkaz wants to show everyone he has that distance. He would have made it.
What a play. Caden Salvi to John
Unbelievable.
Maloney to get the Little Green in the lead. I mean, you can see that they're still jumping up in the air. Salvi is just pumping up the crowd, and here we go with the kick.
Friday
It
night
does go
lights.
There
long.
it is.
It's a long kick, yep.
And a whistle, though. Did they call a timeout or something? I don't know what happened here. A flag on the field, so it might be an offsides.
Yeah, he might have
on
said
Little
ready on
Green.
my right, but not ready on my left, I think.
Oh, this is huge for Little Green.
Yes, I think it's 5 yards the other way.
And that would give Dover, obviously,
5 more
better
yards.
field position to make this.
Be 5 extra yards, right, Andrew? Is that math right?
Yeah,
Oh, offside. I mean, I understand you're full of excitement about getting your
No.
first victory of the year.
This
but
is what I
Still
love.
14
I
seconds
love
left.
about this kickoff team. They're all starters.
yes.
It's like they're all out there doing their thing.
Owen Kelly, Caden Preston, I see on the
Yeah,
near
you
side
got the
to us.
quarterback making tackles.
That was a great kick by Jaquez, too.
It
Too bad it
was.
got called back.
He's just gonna-
Jaden Lesko out there.
So here we go.
All right.
Yeah, be careful there. Oh,
That was smart.
Oh.
Smart. Just
now it's a live ball, Andrew.
oh, touches it, and now he's on it. Oh,
Did he kill a second? He killed 3 seconds on that.
you don't just. I
Yeah.
understand it's a bouncing ball. I guess I should, So,
So they
70 yards to go, guys.
Have to play a deep zone. They have to keep
Oh, yeah.
everything in front
They've
of them.
already got.
There has to be a Gronk type way back. Like, I would take Ethan and just go. I would take
They've got-
Micah and I would go.
They've got Micah there behind the 50. Definitely one of their fastest guys.
I would say back up Micah. Why not?
Well, here we go. 11.7
11
seconds. to
seconds.
go.
Enough time for 2 good plays, I would say.
And you stop a clock with the first down for sure. And now,
Good snap.
looking. He's going to throw it up in the air. Look at this
don't go-
pass.
That's
Incomplete.
great.
Was
No
Now
flag either.
let me tell you something. As a safety, you really got to be careful on that.
Yeah.
That was a great job.
You
What
could
did I
see
do?
at the end, too. Just put your hands up. Because you knew he wasn't going to catch that ball. Just put your hands up. You don't want any part of trying to, getting a penalty for pushing him down.
Day one, Tyler Ford has had a great game. Not as a sexy stat game, but doing the things to help your team.
Yeah.
Give
And
credit to-
coaching staff knows that.
I mean, great pass right there, but Owen Kelly on Brett Davis, huge height advantage for Owen
Andrew,
Kelly
would
on
you
that.
say this would be the play of the game?
this is
Don't quite know. Yeah.
this
so
was the
here
side.
it is.
Do the math.
We'll see what
Here we go.
4.7.
Ryder Aubin, what he can do as
He's good. You just watch out for 11. Don't let him sneak by it.
Oh,
You know
look,
what I mean?
look at this. They've got a triangle here with Huffman, Tyler Folsey, and then Owen Kelly
I
back
see
there.
a water boy back there too. Like they got it all out there. I assume.
you might as well play the outfield,
Yeah.
Yeah. Go preserve it.
Ryder Aubin in the shotgun formation. 3 linemen
Expect chicanery.
and a now pass up
There's
the
11
middle.
going backwards, and that's
Completed.
Oh,
gotta
God.
get it.
Pass,
And
it's
that
over.
Can you believe it?
Central.
has gotten the victory here
Oh
versus
my
the
gosh.
Dover Green Wave. Their
Wow.
first victory of the year. Congratulations to Central.
It's the halftime speech, I think.
I think
I
Michael
think it
Gonzalez, you
was.
can absolutely take the credit for this. It was a big.
Oh man, what an honor to be here, guys. Honestly, this was fun.
But besides that victory, a shutout second half for Central and 3 unanswered touchdowns after they went down 14-zip.
Wow.
18 consecutive points for Central.
Keeping
Yeah,
that close at 14-16 was huge.
Well, guys, I know, Andrew, you said your player of the game would go to Caden Salvi.
100% for me.
I can't fight that. Michael Gonzalez, what would you say? You
I
want to
would-
give it to anyone else?
I would say Salvi, absolutely. He came through. He's poised, and he didn't blow it. He did the opposite. He stepped it up. Got the game-winning touchdown, Kyle.
You got to give. I'll give the 3 stars. How about that?
Yeah,
absolutely.
You got to give it
Hockey.
to Caden Preston, and you got to give it to. I know he got injured, but I got to give some love to Nicholas Barbie.
Thank you for
As,
that.
Yeah.
Because he kind of set the tone of their momentum. And give it to Whitehead, who filled in for him. Kyrie Whitehead, number 76. It's hard to come in as a backup
here goes the
lineman.
green man.
I see him now.
Oh yeah, the 4th guy would be him.
Yeah, 4th star of the
guys,
game. Green
this
man.
is a game that will turn your whole season around. Like, they can come to practice and say, hey, we can win next game, and then we can win the next game, Andrew. And then what would they be? They'd be 3-4, right?
Yeah, they've got Wyndham next, I know.
Who Wyndham plays Memorial tomorrow, so
yeah.
that'll be interesting to see.
Central's like I feel like there are 1,500 kids in the school. They're a little understaffed, but they played to win today. And you know what? It's a long ride to Dover, unfortunately.
Now Dover drops to 3-2. Now they've got to be careful because they've been on the verge of losing a lot of games. They nearly lost to Memorial in overtime.
What's better than seeing that?
Yeah,
guys?
honestly.
Well, I'm going to cut us loose here for Executive Director Jason Cody, Operations Specialist Joe Lahr, Operations Assistant Brendan McCormick. For Michael Gonzalez, for
Yes,
Andrew
sir.
Arnold, my name is Kyle Levy. It's been a pleasure to be with you on this beautiful Friday evening. We'll be back with more football next Friday night, and have a wonderful Columbus Day Indigenous People weekend. And thank you very much for being with us. Again, the final score here from Gill Stadium: Central Little Green 18, Dover Green Wave 14. Thank you very
What
much
a
for
game.
watching. For Manchester Public Television, we'll see you again. Take care.